हेलो 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 व्हाट्सअप। हो गया ना चालू? एक मिनट गाइस। यप, इट्स ऑन। फटाफट लगा देता हूँ ट्विच पे। भाई सच बताओ, बहुत ज्यादा हालत खराब है, तबीयत हिली हुई है।
Pacific Trophy, and to bring us through the Pacific Kickoff Grand Finals, it's none other than Achilleos and Paperthin.
Thank you very much. I mean, Achilleos and
The gatekeeper.
Yeah, the gatekeeper is what he's going by here today. But you're out of the elevator. You're up here on the 16th floor with me, elevated above everybody else.
I let Stacks through this time.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of started to feel a bit bad for the guy, and I thought, as the guy, who lets people in and out of Masters, I guess, from Pacific, sure, Stacks. This time I'll let it go.
Can only hold him back so many times in a row. But
He's stronger than he looks.
That he is. But now he's made it. Both of these teams we will be seeing in Masters Bangkok, but it's a question of in what order. The old kings have gone. We don't know where they went, but they are not rising to the throne. The throne is open, and it's there for the taking. Will it be DRX reascending, or will it be T1 donning the crown for the first time in Valorant history? They have not found themselves in a grand final. Bell-shy in the inaugural year of Pacific got up into that last matchup versus DRX, fell to the wayside. They have a chance here, a very real chance, with some of these former DRX players of taking that first place position for themselves.
Well, it's such an interesting battle in a lot of different ways, right? I mean, the old kings in DRX, right? Looking to reclaim that throne. Meanwhile, T1 puts a roster together that's trying to stage a coup here to be the new champions, the new kings of Korea, of Pacific. And you've got players from the old squad, right, on T1. So this is going to be really curious. This Abyss in particular, haven't seen it from T1 since the offseason. So what have they been workshopping? What have they been able to cook up? When I watched this map during the offseason, when they played C9 in the Red Bull Home Grounds Championship, I was somewhat impressed at times. At other times, I think you're seeing some of the issues that we've seen throughout this stage, where there's a little bit of lack of coordination, there's a little bit of predictability, but they set up some cool trap plays, particularly around Meteor. Really keep your eyes on some of those trips and things that he's going to be doing. On the side of DRX, it's all about mid-control. They have been one of the best teams on this map. So going back to last year, they had a great read on this initially. It's a lot onto Bane and Flashback, not just to be anchors, not to just kind of do their job in that role, but to make sure that mid is under control in terms of the information game.
Oh, here comes the self-drone. Fault line gonna get connection onto Hyunmin. Sets up the Cloudburst, but Buzz already TPing forward, is able to go ahead and find the first blood. Recon getting a little bit of a scan here as Freeing tries to stay tucked away. Buzz out for blood, but not gonna be able to find any more. As Freeing does manage to answer one back. So both teams without their duelists, the plant getting ready to come through. Carpate filling some space, pushing forward, but Freeing a quick peek out of the nebula, able to find that headshot. Takes it down, finds himself a third. This Meteor now suddenly the last one standing, and Freeing will get to kick off the grand final. Welcome to the stage, T1. This is what you're in for.
The man is Teho personified, and he gets it done with the ghost here. Just walks in and starts knocking players down. Unbelievable. T1 looks like they have a pretty sharp execute. Buzz getting the opening kill. They've got the aftershock to try to set him up for a second. A good stun onto Hyunmin as well. So Stacks, I think, using his utility pretty nicely on the breach. Obviously, you would kind of expect that. It is his, I would say, signature agent throughout the years, but that is just disgusting. And just, there he goes. He's letting him know. This is another thing about this DRX team. Obviously, you've got firepower. Obviously, you've got skill, but they have emotion now. They are so loud. Even Mako gets involved.
And seeing that energy really get ramped up throughout the days, but 5-0 start for Freeing. He's going to be a big pain point here for T1, you would suspect, given that Armageddon is just 2 charges away. Quick little jump peek on the gate crash. Identifying the position there of Hyunmin, seeing the outlaw in hand.
Definitely going to be looking towards Meteor, see if he can do any damage.
And then considering the push up, it looks like call is made to not over-aggress, to play this out a little bit more patiently. Buzz similarly though, quickly building up towards his own ultimate. We've seen just how impactful these dimensional drifts have been across multiple regions. The stealth drone gets the spot out. Stars being placed, that's gonna be immediately the intro coming through, but Flashback is at the ready, says, yeah, you tried using this one last round, it got you a kill, but this time, you've fallen right into my trap. Gate crash shut down. As Freeing trying to hold the line, is going to be good for another kill. Flashback, however, on for 3. Now a fourth to go ahead and close it out. DRX,
अब 4 ये
very
मार
clean
गया
2-0 start.
एस वो मार गया 4 ये मार गया उसमें भी फ्रीम को एक फ्रैग मिल गया
Losing these rounds, but because you are stacking ults on a couple important players. Freeing's already got the Armageddon. You're a couple away from the neural theft for Flashback. So the ult cycle could really come into play as this half wears on, that DRX is able to continuously find these moments where they're able to get value in rounds, kind of take rounds away from T1. I'm pretty curious to see if T1's going to keep aggressing towards B, keep trying to punish that space. And already a shift here from DRX moving, and this is leading to what I was talking about, trying to punish Flashback. But they're moving him over to the A site, trying to really stack up. You know, with 2 rounds at B, you have to kind of assume that T1's at least going to make some kind of attempt towards A. Very close to that dimensional drift for Buzz. Bane try to get a little bit of info clear of the tower. With the
Force back there.
That's a real one.
Checks it.
Not Durka.
Just in case.
not done
Now you gotta check it. Now it's in everybody's heads.
True. But it's that kind of change-up that might be necessary for T1, something that unexpected. Given the previous read on that gate crash from Buzz. We'll see though as they now get ready to attack in onto the A site. Up the rope we go. Buzz hits the floor. Bane holding things down. Mako swinging out.
भाई क्या हो गया
Headshot easy, going to be eliminated. Meteor is going to be good for 1, but that's about
उधर
it.
मेन पे उसने अल्टी मारी
Locked out. Spike stranded here within the site. Given the investments, the hold onto the hold for the rifle is going to be called, so we'll just go ahead and rotate out. Look for safety somewhere on this map.
Yeah, it's just great understandings here from DRX. They put their positioning really nicely in terms of letting T1 feel like they've created enough space where they can get in, get the plant down, but you shut Buzz down on that rope. That doesn't give you the opportunity to create an extra flank angle. Then you're able to just knock players down with some good sniping from the back of A after the smokes dissipate. And you're able to do a nice job there. Use the Armageddon to make sure that any of the reinforcements trying to arrive from A main aren't able to really do any damage. That's great stuff for DRX. And they have been just so good on this map. On the side of T1, man, they need to work the map a little bit more. This is something that has concerned me with this team throughout this stage, is they can get a little bit predictable. They can get a little bit execute heavy, and I think that's obviously partly stacks of style, going all the way back to the Vision Strikers days and things like that, but also just maybe still trying to find some comfortableness with this team. Comfort, yeah. And I think that's going to be something that I need to see coming into Bangkok that T1 needs to work on, is being able to spread the map a little bit more, contest some space, bait out some utility, because otherwise you can generally kind of understand what they're doing pretty quickly, especially with a team that's like DRX that is really aggressive at getting early info.
Well, there's the cam out. Jump across, a couple players going to be noted there by Mako. Re-aggresses, getting up top here in this position. Fake out going to be cleared. Meteor scaling forward, they're trying to take some space. Young Man just setting up the cloud burst. Buzz with the TP forward, gets in relatively for free. The drop down this time does end up getting punished once more. Flash up over the top, Mako trying to tuck away. It's in behind the box alongside Free, who does take a bit of damage, but Mako on the re-swing, able to find the headshot. Buzz going to be taken down through the box. After Shock, they try to force them forward, force them into the open. Covering fire, however, is established, just Freeing. Mows down 2. Bane gets a headshot onto Stacks, and it's just Carpe once again, this time with only a classic. Trying to see if he can deal some additional damage, but push up. He'll get the right click point blank on the Flashback. The 2 players down, but DRX now 4-0 to start on Abyss.
This is a great round for Freeing again on this B site, but he does something a little bit different this time. Obviously, he's fragging out. We know he's capable of that, but he throws a great stun here when T1 is trying to set up a play to break out from behind the B site box, and that slows them down. Okay, Buzz able to get in, get that first kill. That's great. But you can see around the corner, right in front of Mako, there was a stun there that slowed up T1's attempted kind of multi-person swing out that they were trying to do. And that also set him up for some big kills. He continues to just be, I'm just going to say it, the best Tejo in the world.
Yep.
He does it in so many different ways.
Until proven another.
भाई निकाल लेगी. अबे क्या ट्रॉफी है भाई.
Well, into the dimensional drift. That's the call off the rip here. As weapons back in play. Fake out. Out of the ultimate here. Does Buzz taking some space here in tower. Flashback caught. Full blind pushing up through that smoke for a brief little moment. DRX now trying to get people in position for a retake. Meteor waiting to see if he can go on a linger here, but presence is going to be noted. Shots exchanged, but none connecting. Zizou's drone spots out 2 here at backside. Free swings, needs a bit of damage. Flashback puts him down to below half health. Rolling Thunder online here, 4 stacks for the post plant. Stun to the corner, does get dodged out. Stacks him one Buzz coming away with another. This time the round looking very solid for the side of T1. 2 casualties, so some damage dealt, but don't have to commit any further ultimates into the fight, and they get themselves on the board.
Yeah, just a quick hit here from T1. Something that they've been able to do reasonably well in some of these rounds is get there fast and get to the site. It's just generally DRX's retakes have been quite good, and a lot of that is on the back of Freeing, of course, but this time around, even though Freeing does get one, Stack's able to shut that right down. It's ready for the re-swing. Get Meteor up on the box. Good control of mid this time for Meteor, at least understanding that nobody was going to be pushing through Vent, so that allowed Buzz to come back down to the site to back the rest of the players up a little bit. And that was a really nice hold from T1. Finally able to get something on the board. Let's see what they want to do this go around. Kind of that 4-1 classic style that the desk talks about, that T1 likes to run. Especially on split.
Good info game there from Meteor, though. Cam got the tag out onto Hyunmin. They note the operator on the opposite side of the map, so it looks like they would just want to try to barrel into A once more.
Just about these trips.
Very narrow one. Shock Dart will be able to clear out one. Rolling Thunder goes into the back. Flashback just shallow enough to not get caught by that, and there's the ping. As Bane chooses correctly, the fake out goes off the side of the map. He's going to drop down off tower. It's going to be Flashback, however, with covering fire. Comes away with the kill on a Carpe. Now the Neural Theft invested. All 3 remaining players from T1 noted here in A main. Trying to push forward from here. Could just be nigh impossible. A 3v5.
What a great setup.
Fantastic shutdown as the fault line, not connecting onto anyone. Freeing still here in heaven. Meteor trying to just storm his way into backside, but Bane guns them all down.
I think that was a collat there for Bane. That was crazy good stuff, though, from Flashback on this Cypher. Just a great read on how this execute was going to look. He saw and he understood. He double took, yeah.
50-50.
He thought about going for the fake out first and chose correctly. Well done. But that dual trip setup from the get-go was going to be what might give T1 some grief in that round, and it did. Just the way that they were low to the ground, spread out towards both angles that they were going to have to go through. They weren't cleared at all. That really stymied their ability to find any kind of success there. So it's back to a low buy. Stinger in hand for Buzz.
Where is my kerchief here?
One into the shoulder through the corner of the wall. Another little jiggle gate crash peek out onto the A site, but nothing really going to be noted there. Bring some taps, holding Meteor. I know you want to aggress forward off this one. Just dumps the entire mag to stop him.
Really just does not want to give up that vent space easily. Meteor's going to try to wrap a little bit down the library side.
Stealth drone's going out into A main right now here from Freeing. Nothing going to be noted there.
Oh.
Do they realize that they've given up this space? Well, they certainly do now, but it's Meteor who's eating the lion's share
Bhai,
of the
whip kar
damage.
gaya
Tries to
Meteor.
get the ADS, but just cannot line him up. Once again, the aftershock here onto the box,
Oh,
trying to force it
nice
back, but
shot.
Gunman still in play. Finds a shot on Izu, Carpe dead.
Arey!
Rescope, good for it.
Kya?
Buzz at range with the Stinger, does manage to take down the opposing Jet, but they are still at a massive disadvantage. Flash not going high enough to actually get the catch. And that's when
को मार
Freeing
गया भाई
strikes.
प्रींग पागल हो गया है
Another 2 kills, another round. DRX storming their way through Abyss.
Yeah, they're just looking really comfortable. The rotations are really snappy. They're doing a great job of getting to, you know, wherever T1 is going to strike relatively quickly, keeping them off balance. Had some good setups from Flashback, and all
प्रींग
in
पागल
all,
हो गया
mostly pretty good. I mean, other than Yunmin losing that battle to Buzz with a Stinger, things looking pretty solid for them. A little bit whiffy here from Meteor. Being able to kind of maneuver
I know
his
people
way out
haven't
of the
joined
rain or out of the
because मैं
angles
mostly
that
ये time
Meteor
पे
was trying
live
to
आता
hold.
ही नहीं हूँ
Bought enough time. God, Freeing is so snappy, man. He just looks
but
like
क्या
he's
lag है बे ये
in normal Freeing mode for us here in Pacific.
Yeah.
He's been just lights out.
Look at that. We
Well,
can sell
laggy
out
हो
2
जाता है,
arenas
पता नहीं.
in 2 different cities.
That's right.
Step up your game, Americas.
That's right.
Little drift. Oh, okay, yep. It's okay.
It's fine.
That's why God gave Jet an updraft.
Is anybody going to tell Jeremy that?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I had to.
it's all good. Mako sat here backside. Here wanting to try to take some space. Wire waiting on the opposite side of this nebula. Buzz looks to open things up. There's the spot out onto the Astra. A couple shots, and Mako still comes away with one. Jump out off the back of the stun. Buzz
को
is able
एक
to
मार
collect
दिया
it.
वो भी बोनस था भाई
Take it down. Quick peek from Hyunmin though. Rewarded with the kill of his own. Now into a 3v3. Hunter's Fury disrupting the salvos, flying. Buzz completely zoned back out. It's TRX. They managed to get the retake going.
हाँ
Where the plant can come down. Now Stacks dead, freeing Snappy as ever.
अरे मार
Hyunmin
दिया
hits the headshot to seal the deal on the round.
भाई गलत है बे
Just when it starts looking all right for T1, DRX just pull the rug out from beneath their feet.
That is an absolutely filthy
जो
combination.
और
of
साइकिल
utility.
चालू हुई है ना अब एस्ट्रा के
Disgusting. The
कॉस्मिक
Hunter's
डिवाइड पे
Fury
रीटेक कर लेंगे
to keep the plant from going through into the salvos and the Armageddon. There's no space anywhere on that B site. There is no choice but to back off here as T1, and that's perfect for DRX because you've got an operator, because you've able to retake control of this box and just completely shut them out. Focus down on that choke point.
मैं बोल रहा था 13-0 है नहीं 13-0 नहीं
Stuff from
13-1 हो
DRX.
सकता
They
है
are so well drilled on this map.
Gunman wanting to play this aggressively. Going already popped.
He
Goes
get
for it.
one.
He's going to be good for the kill, but Carpe is able to find that headshot. Operator, a bit more firepower for him, but not exactly the weapon of choice that they would like to have as they get ready to attack this A site. Neural Theft getting the ping revealed. Frink sets up the salvos. Lays out the carpet, TP forward, and once again, it is tracked, it is red, it is shut down.
Man, such good reactions. I mean, Freeing is just so ready with those salvos to nullify the neural theft. Nigh impossible now for T1. Trying to find some opportunity maybe with that operator that Stax now has in his hands. I'd say if you were gonna criticize anything DRX did in
8
this
सेकंड
round,
में
it
फिर से
was
मिसाइल्स आ जाएगी
setting Yunmin out on his own with an op.
Still got his.
He did. And the only reason I say that is just because I assume you're kind of gambling that you might be able to find that solo player, obviously get out with your dash, but you know T1's been stacking up so much in these mains.
Even the movement right now, a flashback seems like he might have heard
Taram bhi nahi aayi.
deep right now. Eyes are not trained over towards tower nor towards the back of sight. As that's going to be a fault line trying to get Carpe into position, but the time is just not there.
10 seconds
3
left.
players still entrenched. They would have to kill them in the blink of an eye. And Carpe now striking, looking to try to make it a little bit more costly, but
ढूंढने जाओ आप
even that Sheriff, as steady as it typically is, cannot find that second shot. 3 players surviving. Cash aplenty across the board here for TRX. The coffers are full.
Yep. And that's why you can afford to go for these plays. T1's so ready for it, but after that, the cookie crumbles, and it's the Tejo that stalls all of this out, that really just leaves T1 stuck,
Nice.
not able to break through the way that they were hoping.
Second
TPs
time
are
out
being read
taken.
pretty nicely. Yeah, second time out from T1. Got
भाई इतना जल्दी जल्दी दोनों टाइम आउट लिया है, मेरे को लग रहा है 5 बजे तक ये 3-0 करके निकल जाएगी. कोई आ ही जाओ भाई देखने के लिए.
Meanwhile, T1 not comfortable, not confident to challenge any of those angles because of that operator in play. It's going to be in the back of your mind.
भाई जो जुकाम हुआ है ना मेरे को.
Little bit of vision here. I think Meteor got spotted on the other side by Bane. Just going to see Mako on this side.
He's been playing this position the entire time.
Oh
Going
भाई.
to wait out the stealth drone.
4-1 का
On
split
two,
है.
though.
Yeah.
Decent amount of information. Gate crash.
4B
here.
1A.
Mako positioned just behind where that TP would come into play, but looks like T1 not going to look to play around that B site. As Cam gets the spot out. Flashback challenges in for the fight.
मार दिया
Wins
flashback
it.
ने.
Doesn't even take that much damage. Now Carpe picked off. Still lingering around in window. Hyunmin just snipes him down. Now you don't have any
भाई
smokes.
flashback
You don't
क्या
have
पीक
breach
कर रहा है?
utility. How are you meant to close out this round? That's a fake out. Flashback readjusts. Buzz does manage to come away with one.
But 2v4.
2v5 into a 2v4.
Oh, but look at Bane. Because of that mid control, they're able to come at you from every angle. Oh, Buzz though.
We're broken, yeah. Shorty at that range, not going to do much there for Hyunmin, so Buzz is able to capitalize. But around the back, as you mentioned, Bane encroaching on their position now, and right now there is not much of a read of it. Buzz now starting to lend credence to this potential flank, and Bane will be able to strike first. Leaving it now to Izu. 2v5 into the 1v3 to try to close it out. Finds the first. Bane taken down. But Mako swings the corner.
खत्म कर दिया भाई.
Brings, got the
एक एक
defuse.
करके pinch करके खत्म.
9-1.
Yeah, they just look so good right now.
It's a 13-1.
Winning duels everywhere on the map. The operator helps, of course, taking down Carpe. But winning that one against Meteor is a big deal for Flashback because then he's able to double down on it, swings to the other side of the box. ADS catches stacks with Spike in hand. Buzz doing what he can here. Find a couple kills. The first thing that came to my mind when you're like, oh, what can T1 do? And I'm like, Buzz go kill.
I'm sorry,
That's
guys,
about
yeah.
your only option at that point. And he tried his damnedest, but still, with so much map control for DRX, just is so hard to read the timings and what angles they're going to be coming from. And especially when you're losing the fringe battles, you know, with that solo player you're leaving behind, that opens up so much space for DRX to maneuver. Look at Hyunmin again. This mid control
Hey,
completely
lucky
ignored,
kara hua hai
completely
bhai.
abandoned by T1. And he's so far ahead.
Flash, fake. The rush forward here on the corner.
Bach
Mako
gaya.
does get
Nahi
caught this
bacha.
time. Thought he made it around the corner, but ends up getting bogged down. Hyunmin watching the flank, however, and just absolutely rips Meteor apart. Down to 8 HP, but still alive. Maybe an opportunity for him with that Guardian in
Are there
hand.
any
We'll have to
ultimates?
wait
No.
and see for now as
Nice
Spring
shot.
looks to open things up a little bit more, and he does, and Stacks similarly gets taken down as Bane swings out from the same angle. Drone going to be cleared. Meteor desperately trying to make his way over. It's a small, little, narrow pocket to tuck into there for Izu. Keeps him safe for the moment. At the 59, but now Hyunmin striking. Is able to find Carpe, and they know the last two players are going to be dinged up. They know that they're going to be weak. Up and over the box. They go, Bane. The one who comes away with the kill as the defuse now gets started. And Meteor is still just a world away. The knives will finish him off as DRX decide who they want to give it to. Of course, it's going to be Bane. Get the Hunter's Fury online as they move up 10-1. Looking for damn near perfection in this opening half.
Again, even though there is a bit of a punchback, but
जो हाफ देखा है ना,
in particular, his movement
Round
here,
one
so
से
good. Mako gets taken down.
जो
That
फील
way,
मार
that
रहा
little
है,
shift of the adjustment of the angle there. Buzz gets caught trying to spray and hold. He's able to find the headshot pretty quickly. And this early tracking by Hyunmin of Meteor makes it so much more difficult
वो पांचवा राउंड भी गया भले,
to kind of understand and hold their lines a little bit better. And they really have to force the issue at B-Link. They can't win the battles. That's been the story of the map for sure. Deep Dart not going to catch anything onto Hyunmin as he's tucked into a smoke.
11-1.
This time around, Buzz doing a little bit of peeking in towards mid. Actually going to send his gate crash all the way over in towards B-Link. And he TPs through with the dimensional drift. He's going to get a lot of info on the back of this site. This might just have to be a retake for DRX.
I don't know if they're going to be too bothered by that, just given how they have gone so far. Buzz now coming out of the dimensional drift. The Hunter's Fury going to be opened up for Bane, looking for the interrupt. The Cosmic Divide going to be called in here as well. Trying to lock anybody who's already on the site in, lock the others out. It's freeing, going to be spotted, taken down so very low. Push back the opposite side of the wall. With a quick peek, he's able to go ahead and find the punish. Scale
क्या हो रहा भाई?
some space, setting up the tripwire quickly. Does get cleared here by Mako. As the plant now comes in. Cosmic Divides cutting up the site here into quarters.
हो क्या रहा?
But Hyunmin on this lurk, striking. Izu going to be taken down, flashback in at the same time, and a Bane
3v3.
Raptor finds one. Gets traded out. 2v3.
Ay, nah,
This sound is
1v3.
Mako left
Nice
standing,
try,
looking for the clutch.
2-10.
Cannot make it happen. T1 will at long last find themselves another round win in the last round of the half.
Yeah, it's looking like it could have been 11-1 for DRX. Really like the way that they decided to try to set this up, but T1 was able to get Cosmic Divide of their own and cut off enough of DRX to kind of keep them off balance. Great reaction
अरे
play there from
घुसा
Meteor.
मार दिया.
Hyunmin lurking in those flanks, so annoying to deal with. Not much that they could do, but
Half time.
see a little bit of
Guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Woohoo! 10-2 for DRX. भाई साहब, जो भाई आंखें जल रही है ना मेरी अब छींक छींक के, दिमाग खराब हो गया है. 2 more seconds.
Are they going to be able to keep a little bit more map control?
भाई क्या ट्रॉफी है
That's
बे?
going to be very crucial.
What
Something I'd
the
like to see
heck?
them pay
This
a little bit
trophy
more
is so
attention to
good.
throughout this half. And really a lot of pressure going to be on Meteor to try to lock some of these
खत्म होने
sites
वाला है ये
down
मैप तो.
with Carpe.
Anytime soon.
Buzz there. Gets over the rope. Past library.
Waits until the cam
TP
gets
out.
re-toggled. Does get forced back.
But that's good. You're disrupting some of what DRX likes to do. Use that cam. Get a lot of information in mid. Keep them a little bit more off balance. Make it a lot harder. Make them have to commit a body to keeping track of any
Buzz.
attempted lurks.
Out on their heels. Does he just go for the peek or does he continue to pursue? At least grab the orb. Doesn't necessarily know they're out of audio range, but with this peek on the corner should now know it. Looks like he is just going to continue on the prowl.
Got to be wary of the Cypher. Flashback
वाह पकड़
potentially
लिया.
still kind of waiting.
ड्रोन ने देख लिया.
Buzz has gained so much space. Is Flashback going to be aware of it?
I don't think he is. If he can make it around the corner before this trip, looks like yes, he will now be safe. That flank can be noted. Salvo's going
Backside.
forward, Carpe tucked in onto the bridge. Here alongside the Nebula's.
अरे 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 ईजू भाई.
They're back and forth. It's going to be Mako Bane coming up with one apiece. Stacks.
30 seconds left.
On flashback before falling to the wayside. 3v2 now. It's Meteor swinging out back. It tucked away for so very long. Now noted. It
भाई
all comes
खत्म.
down to Buzz.
12-1.
Call is going to be for a double face.
12-2, sorry.
That
ये
delivers
11-2
another
हुआ है,
pistol
now
round
it will
win.
be 12-2.
TRX get up to 11.
Yeah, pistol rounds continue to plague T1. Been a real problem throughout this stage. Still looking a little bit off balance here in this first map. I mean, obviously, you know, how much of this is coming down to the fact that they played back-to-back grueling days of Valorant.
Yeah.
You know, you don't rarely see this kind of lack of just, frankly, mechanics from this T1 team. A little bit off balance. So, might just need a map to kind of stabilize and resituate. See it all the time.
Look at this here from DRX. 4 players with the regen armor as Meteor pushed up so very aggressively. He just gets cut down to size.
Vayne
Tag there. Stax is going to headshot.
was playing bait the whole way. Jumping out there, bouncing around.
Drawing the
आराम
attention.
से.
Nebula goes up. Spike gets planted. Full kit on this.
Stacks is only 28. भाई ये फ्रीइंग अलग तरीके से मार रहा है बे.
Spots out Stacks, takes him down. And for T1, what are you meant to do? Swing out.
Oh!
Buzz. Apparently is meant to just get an absolutely nasty headshot there on the gunman. And will eventually fall as shock darts invested. Bane guns down Carpe, denying another ace here. That's just an eventuality now. Izu far too much to try to deal with here. Try to maybe go for a kill, but on the peek out, gets hacked up. He swings for it. Thought maybe he was just going to wait out for the spike.
4K, 4K, 4K
Finds
कितने?
another 4K, I think our third and fourth 4K of this map. All in the hands of DRX as they now move up to map point.
Yeah, it has just been tremendous stuff. Again, it's freeing and Bane, just like the last time we saw DRX on Abyss. Just absolutely having their way with the other squads.
Oh.
These initiators, so valuable for this DRX team. And they are so quick, so well aware. And even with some of these lurks from Buzz, I like the attempts from T1. I like what they're doing. They're just not able to hold the line on the sights long enough that really Buzz can find that much effect. And of course, with the weaker weaponry in the previous round, that doesn't help anything either. It's going to be flashback with an outlaw, a couple guardians, Bulldog freeing with just a ghost.
Take flight.
Bane getting pretty close though to a Hunter's Fury.
Gets started, so doesn't want to go forward there into the Cloudburst. Now we'll go chasing in and immediately gets gunned down. Bane's well similarly going to be going up with the greatest. Buzz goes set off the side of the map. Now suddenly a 2v2. As DRX just kick in the door here on this A site. Good back from Mako. Head gets taken off. Carpe good with the shot. Still eats a decent amount of damage though. As they now face in. The first one falling. Flashback tucking away.
I
Meteor
mean,
plays it quietly, but the cam is set up for the spot.
Cage triggered.
The dart does not connect. He doesn't have vision. It's just a tap. Meteor
Aha!
not for it, however. Plays it out patiently.
NT.
Waiting on the sides of that cage. Finds the kill and gets T1 another round win.
God, that's so much damage done to T1 though. Yeah, look at their economy. Yeah, DRX not going to have any problem buying up. Just carrying over the guns from their opponents for the most part. And this initial hit looked like it was going to get shut down. And then Flashback finds just a tight angle around the corner with the Outlaw to take Buzz down. Just playing off of each other so well right now, or DRX. That's something that they've been doing all stage. Coordination through the roof for them already. 3 Guardians, 2 rifles, and half armors is what T1 is able to scrape together. Do have the dimensional drift for Buzz. So you could find a way maybe to play for retake or a late round sort of info gathering mission. See what they want to do. But I do like the way the Buzz is being really aggressive at controlling mid. Appreciate that this is something T1 is respecting. It's just DRX has been just so solid. It hasn't made that much of a difference.
बट अभी अगर फ्रीइंग एक फ्रैग निकाल देता है या पोस्ट प्लांट तक पहुंच जाता है तो प्लांट फ्रीइंग ही करने वाला है. फ्रीइंग पे अल्ट, फ्लैशबैक पे अल्ट, बेन पे अल्ट, भाई सब पे अल्टी तो रहेगी.
Get the spike forward, get it planted. They'll have it for the post plant, and that could be the death sentence here for T1 on this map. Shock Dart not going to be clearing out anything here. Trips still in play. As cages get popped, Meteor along the side here of the Raptors. Now drops down, spot out, gets the headshot on the Bane, forces it back. Rushes forward,
Yeah.
however, up into the Cloudburst. Will find the kill on a Meteor. Carpe dead means freeing.
Actually, this was the
Has
only
that
thing I was
Armageddon
saying.
already set to go. Dimensional drift from Buzz, just trying to scout things out. His flashback
मार
launches
दिया.
the flank and cuts down Izu. Buzz now with everything on his
Khadam.
shoulders, but he cannot bear the weight. Stacks the IGL. That's the answer, but he cannot respond. DRX come out swinging on their map pick of Abyss, and they close it out.
One side 13-3 मारा भाई. खत्म हो गया ब्रो. It's kind of a GG. Guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. अपन वर्डल खेलते हैं, तब तक थोड़ा टाइम पास कर लेते हैं. वाह, क्रेट में ना CR80. ए नहीं है, ई नहीं है, आई नहीं है, ओ एक है. भाई ये तो बहुत इजी हो गया. ये तो सिंपल हो गया. I am the coach. Alien, Avatar, Monster. One away. लगा ही था मेरे को, या तो ये या तो ये. Giant monster. Jumbo. Ladle. Super. Massive. अरे 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 नहीं. बहुत इजी है ये भी. बाउल, पॉट, स्पून, लाडल. कैरेक्टर पार्टी पर्सन. आज के थोड़ा इजी लग रहे हैं मेरे को. अरे तो क्या वर्ड है? कैट होएगा. Guys, मेरे से ये ना हो पाई. I can't. I just can't. Let's go.
Even more because this is the
4
thing,
people are watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe.
Like Reina. I think how they use it for their A fight is spectacular. We saw them win the A fight repeatedly against Gen G. This is not a random, like, ill thought out pick and Meteor just going, oh, I need to carry, guys, let me pick ISO. It's well thought out, it's well planned, they know what they're doing, and they've looked good on Lotus now. So,
yeah, because he snowballed every game. He's just stringing together the ISO ults every time and fragging out, and then they're like, oh, on attack, we just went A like 10 out of 12 rounds, but he got enough kill contracts to, and you know, we came up with enough 3Ks in the mid round to win the game.
Like, it's one thing to say a game plan is simple, and you know, you can say it's bad because it's simple, but no one stopped it.
I didn't say it's bad. I didn't say it's bad, and I agree, no one has been able to stop it yet. Even DRX, who won both pistols on this map the last time they played head-to-head, and they still couldn't win. And for DRX, my big question marks here are what happens if they don't win both pistols, because they won both pistols and the bonus again on Abyss, which is massive momentum. Haven't been tested too much just yet, but also I feel a big issue on this map. I don't really like singling out individual players too much, but they've even role swapped, and Flashback even on the Vice has had a tough time on this map. And Flashback's someone that in the clutch moments and in some of the tougher games, he's come through with big plays when it comes into the XVX. But as an anchor, he needs to be able to stop T1 because they're going to be running at him with this comp, and he's going to be getting ISO altered by Meteor. They're going to be running into C and just trying to send it at him. He needs to be able to anchor and hold his sight, or he's going to get abused in this map.
I mean, I do think Vice is a good pickup against this ISO because you can't really break the wall, right, without having to go a little bit more towards C, and that's not something T1 particularly want to do with this comp. You know, we talk about them taking A and going into A a lot, and that's because trying to challenge C when there is that Vice is going to be difficult. So I want to see Flashback stick to his guns and carry on with that Vice, but I do agree with you that I think his performance has to be up, because if T1 discover him starting slowly on this map, then I think we'll see a change in strategy and they'll start targeting him. Like, T1 are not above that. It's a very legitimate strategy. If somebody is struggling, you just run at them.
Even for not a strugglesome player, like even just a normal Viper, like if you think that you have a timing, Slam C is a strat on Lotus. That is the next, that is like where you start to sequence things. It's A fight, and then we're doing some C defaults. We're doing a 3-1-1. We're pressuring C. Guys, we're not hitting C this round. Don't worry about it. And then 2 rounds later, you do the C default. You throw the same pieces of utility, and then you're in C 10 seconds. And if you don't time the counter utility right, or you don't have nanos or vines in the right position, or you're slightly out of position as your anchor, or it's over. The round's over because the other team started with the rubble fight, and they're too far out of position to rotate to C.
You guys bring up excellent points for both sides right now. Very fair arguments. And I think that's why this map is going to be very hard to predict. Now, we've been seeing so much Lotus here in Pacific right now. We've had multiple overtimes on this map, and I will not be surprised if we end up getting another overtime. DRX has had time to go home, workshop this, and in time for this match against T1 in this grand finals. Yeah. And Meteor, on the other side, you know, his ult was up online the entire map of Lotus yesterday, and just him plucking out a player just like that, I think that's going to be coming in really handy now.
Maza aayega. Let's go, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe.
I'm with T1 still. Okay. I feel like they can forget that map 1. It was a base. They don't care too much about that. They've looked good on Lotus. I like the ISO. It's grown on me more and more. They've already beat DRX once on this map, so they understand how DRX play as well. It's not just like DRX are the only ones with a read heading into this game. So I'm sticking with T1.
I think DRX, like, I think they've...
It's
again,
3-0 for
watched
DRX.
Gen G play T1 literally yesterday. I don't know that Gen G planned well enough for that series. I really want to see DRX play quite flood heavy and just really respond to wherever the pressure is from T1, because there's no nuance to these attacking sides from T1. They slam the same sides, they drone and take control where they're going to
Coordinates
execute,
and
then it's like a singular lurk. So I think it's a simple style to break down, but can you stop it is the question.
फिर
For
से
DRX,
Teo.
Flashback is back on the Viper. The Vice did not work too well for them, so they've gone back to their original comp that they played 2 games ago.
Yeah, I find this interesting because especially when DRX are going to be attacking, we see the Viper will go across A so that the Viper has space to lurk, but we know that T1 will spend an awful lot of utility to shut down this lurk, so
yes.
Flashback's going to have a tough time on that attacker side, and as we mentioned before, he has a big job to do if he wants to anchor C.
I mean, T1 are great at this rubble fight with this comp as well. You know, it's not considered a util heavy comp necessarily, but they often win the rubble fight with this comp on defense. So
let's go.
Going to be defining right from the get-go.
5 people are
T1's
watching,
gonna
guys. Make
need
sure to
to
hit that
win
like
this
and
map to
subscribe.
feel a little bit more comfortable going through this best of 5. Buzz is either meditating or he's taking a nap because he's so tired and has had no sleep since yesterday.
Yeah,
Locked in. He is ISO in that moment.
They could be playing 10 maps officials in 2 days, so that's going to get quite tiring for the boys on T1.
Absolutely. All right, we are going to go
2
to
दिन
map
में
2,
10
upload it,
official
we're gonna
maps.
send it back
भाई
to
दिमाग
Packers
का
and
दही.
Helios and Paper then.
Thank you very much, Meteor. Back onto the ice.
कल जो हुआ है ना जेनजी वर्सेस T1 का भाई, I can't even imagine.
Lost 4 times with the ultimate. All the other kill contracts.
I legit can't even imagine. मैच देख रहे सब शांति से, 4 लोग हैं, चारों मैच देख रहे आराम से.
Having a little bit of a rough go of it, but that's kind of what happens when you end up grabbing, you know, the likes of Karon. But grabbing these DRX players not necessarily going to be.
B start कर रहे with the sealer.
Either, but Meteor has been a force on this pick. So for now, DRX.
अरे vulnerable के साथ pair up किया ना.
Salvo's out in response a little bit.
Izu गया.
A kill going to be found in fact as Izu.
कार पे गया.
Flashback going to be noted here outside of C.
3v4.
By Carpe.
Still hard to read exactly what DRX is thinking. So Carpe is going to go recheck. Woohoo! Took a little damage.
He does, but Mach goes up.
चप्पल मार दिया.
Shall deliver. Swaps over for the Ghost. The plant can now come through. Big flank coming in from Stacks. 2 Sheriffs and a Ghost in hand here for the 3 remaining players on T1. Ghosts abound for DRX. A couple shots going out. They try to line it up, and Mako has already got himself across the opposite side. Just lingering with the smoke, but Stacks with a great headshot. Takes out Freeing. Mako looks for a little bit more. Cannot take out Bane. On with a quick clear. Knows
nice try.
Forward here on the side. Tries to go for the fight. Tries the challenge and separate while he could, but cannot make it happen. T1 will get their first pistol win of this grand final and start Lotus off with a win.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very different start to the last time they played Lotus. It was actually DRX that was on the defender side who came out roaring. Took a lot of rounds, even though T1 was able to come back and win the map here off the back of the undercut. Able to find that first kill. Still, though, value out of those salvos. Freeing continues to be just such a nuisance. Stacks going to need some more of that. Stacks we see on split. He's able to step up and frag out. Obviously, the IGLing always kind of a interesting point with Stacks, and as the desk was talking about, something that we are hoping that T1 can.
मेरे को अभी एक चीज का डाउट है.
We see their attacker side. It's a 4-man now turning into a 5-man push.
That Lotus जैसे map पे.
Up and over. Wire does get cleared out there for Hyunmin. Shock dart for the bounce, and Hyunmin eats quite a bit of damage off that. Down now to 34. Meteor, double tap shield still there. Decay does hit. Drone to try to check close. Prowler sent in.
एक मार.
Is not going to connect there on to Buzz. He's able to find 2. Wall gets raised to Shorty here. Not going to do too much. Can't get the reload.
Stacks ने Freeing को मार दिया.
On flashback, still on a flank and noted by Carpe. Watching the angle,
NT.
headshot T1 fairly clean, only Buzz as a casualty, but the Guardian will be recovered and carried forward. That is a 2-0 start that T1 desperately need after that Abyss.
Yeah, already seeing some good play off of the ISO utility. Again, the vulnerable hitting to set up the shock dart from Stacks. Get some extra damage. Little things like that are going to make a big difference, especially when your opponent has a shorty. Might be the difference between, you know, them getting 1 or 2 kills and getting none. In this case, looking really good, using the contingency as well.
He gapped him.
Yep. Knew they had him weak. Good job. And yeah, so far pretty solid for T1. Reacting pretty well to things, comboing off of each other nicely. Something that they're going to need to continue to do well. And here comes that A Rubble fight. Desk was talking about it. This is really challenging for anybody to break through. They delay on the ISO util this time.
1 second, guys.
I mean, does eat a bit of damage, and Buzz just aggresses on the back of the paint shell. Flex one.
वाह ओके जज लेके आगे गया भाई, लेकिन ये फ्रीन पागल है, जब एम लगने लगता है इसका लगने ही लगता है.
Carpe wins the fight. Stacks backpedaling, eats a bit of damage there on the exit. He and Carpe both whittled away at, but still alive. It's the drone, it's a spot out. Bane tries creeping forward. They may be considering wallbang attempt, but we'll just go ahead and keep it quiet.
47 HP, 51 HP, एक गार्डियन का शॉट भी खत्म.
Tries to figure out exactly how they want to set this up. Have the haunt, have the drone, yep, have the annihilation. Armageddon, yep.
Annihilation's the deadlock ultimate.
I know.
Thank you, Brain.
Yep. I get those two mixed up in my mind, especially when teams are playing both. But you have a lot to work with.
होता है भाई, ऐसा कास्टर हो जाता है. आप एनाइलेशन को बोल सकते हो, आर्मेगेडन और आर्मेगेडन का एनाइलेशन.
Want to clear behind the toxic screen as well. So the setup, the drone as well. Flashback.
Oh!
Carpe able to find it. 13 HP, still alive. Stacks maybe considering a couple shots, but now tries to line it up and will be able to find Bane right before he falls. Freeing now committed forward on the site. If he can win this fight versus Izu, he's in a decent enough position to try to use the ultimate, or the other way around. There's a swing.
And it's 3-0.
Bit too swift. 3K from the Omen gets T1 a bonus conversion.
Yeah, and it's this extra delay on some of the util that kind of lures DRX into the Rubble fight, where Buzz has that shotgun, able to put it to decent use. Even though Freeing punches back nicely, T1 has a lot of their players in place to help deal with this. No way. Okay, I was going to say. But yeah, Carpe starting to look good again. Yesterday, he was a very instrumental piece. The fragging power that he was able to bring. That's something that T1 needs. They need to frag, and didn't see a lot of it on Abyss. We're losing a lot of those 1v1s. So far on Lotus, looking like a very different team. This time around, just gonna put Buzz in deep. Carpe's
the big reveal, and Buzz snipes Hyunmin. Moving up on the rock, undercut. Goes their way, keeps the rest of the team held back. But yeah, that ping reveal coming through, and Buzz just so snappy with a headshot. Flashback trying to challenge.
भाई दोनों के मैप्स पे दोनों ही स्ट्रांग है.
One shot into the shoulder.
अब इस पे DRX वन साइड स्ट्रांग थे, T1 यहाँ पे स्ट्रांग है.
Surprise as he arrives, swooping in from underneath.
It's delayed util from T1 on these Rubble executes. Really giving DRX some fits. Carpe and Buzz.
Double swing as Buzz. Finding the third, the push out of the smoke. Runs out of
ठीक है, वो रीलोड आ गया, नहीं तो उसका एक फ्रैग था.
Flawless from T1. Keeping things moving forward.
I love this from T1. Really showcasing what this comp can do. God, that's such a good reveal. The timing on that's so annoying for DRX.
Carpe's been teaching Buzz that Overwatch tracking. He saw that maneuver on Split and he was like, yo, help me out.
Nice.
What's your routine?
Yeah.
Showstopper now online. Stacks one away from a Hunter's Fury. T1. A fantastic position right now.
And there's the more classic execute from T1 where you use the contingency, kind of push through, just brute force your way into Rubble control in a very quick pivot this time. Sending a couple extra players over. DRX scoop up the orb, get ever closer to that showstopper for Hyunmin, but you have to be so cautious right now because there's a showstopper and a Hunter's Fury in play for DRX. Ping out onto Bane. Nothing anybody can really do off of that. Tuck back into the site for Meteor and Stacks. So map control looking pretty good. DRX gonna try to stack up, re-clear this space.
Buzz with the showstopper, however, could be there.
भाई ये मैप देखने लायक नहीं बैठ रहा मेरे को.
Carpe sat near Paranoia at the ready. Will be exchanged as he TPs up on top of Rubble. Has this been noted? Stacks Hunter's Fury opens things and finds 2 kills. Bane freeing both.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, ये मैप देखते नहीं बैठ रहा मेरे को.
Flashback. Trying to pull off a flank.
Legit, this map is not for me, man. This map is freaking not for me.
Tripwire gave away
What the heck is
position.
happening in
Now
this
it's
map? मेरे
almost
को नहीं समझ रहा बे. इतना कैसे diff हो रही है बे
not
RX?
sure if that's going to come to fruition here for him. Waiting for the swing out. Izu will stand tall at the end. 5-0 for T1.
These setups they have are so brutal. You're expecting the showstopper and you get hit by the Hunter's Fury there. Just not a lot that DRX can really do. Just absolute madness there. Mako dealt with. Nice TP up on top of Rebel from Carpe.
But नहीं, ISO as a duelist बहुत ज़्यादा teamwork पे काम आता है. Vulnerable पे तुम.
That's the timeout. First one for DRX now here in the grand final. Didn't.
हाँ, भाई पिछले गेम के अंदर without timeout जीती है DRX. Yeah, do it 8-4. It's winnable. Abbe, they are enjoying it. T1 is enjoying it actually.
Work the map a little bit. Do you feel like maybe you're not taking advantage of the extra space being given to you at C and B a little bit quicker? It is going to be a weaker buy, so you know who knows what this round looks like. But going into the next rifle round, I'm kind of curious to see what Termi wants to do with his players. DRX though, a little bit of check towards B. Door gets open. They are going to try to just stack up and break out.
Again, that showstopper.
Yep.
Still available. Stealth drone now going to be sent. Cuts past that boom bot and will get cleared out, so no suppress going to be found there. Carpe just slowly drifting back, tucking away the Prowler, getting the notion here.
Oh.
As Paranoia goes across, I believe Hyunmin, yep, does get caught by it, catches a glimpse though. Point blank is able to find one, but now Buzz trying to strike and still manages to drag across.
अरे!
With that second kill.
मारा
But it
यूनिट
is
मारा
DRX
भाई.
coming out on top overall. 3-2. Not spotting. Bane, however, seeing stacks as he gets forced away
Let's
on the
go.
repeak. Gets the headshot. That now leaves Izu.
In the 1v3.
Two players dangerously low. Freeing just the stinger in hand, but swings out. No, that's going to be
Cut
enough to
them.
work him low enough. As Hyunmin will strike from the flank. A 3K for the Rays gets DRX a thrifty as they close out their first round win.
Yeah, so the call here for DRX, pause a little bit at the beginning of the round, check for a push out from B, and then flood A. And it works a treat, and it's a lot because of Mako's paranoia. Carpe, it's a nice one as well that helps Buzz out, finds a couple kills. But Mako racking up the assists in that round, freeing his well, getting
Nice.
involved. So that's what you're gonna
Hello,
need. More of
what's
that
up,
for
Ayush
DRX.
भाई क्या हाल
Just wait it
है?
out, see if you can find those opportunities. Buzz still hasn't pulled the trigger on that
आयुष भाई
showstopper.
डेट्स आ गई है वैसे.
Hasn't found the comfort he would like, but 9 and 4.
Four players set up here.
Yep.
This could be the round. Does get revealed though in transit. Paint shells, not finding much, but Mako sussed out. The shock dart able to claim him. A little bit of a sacrifice made as Hyunmin going to be dragged into the arena. Meteor, they're going to win it out, has the shield
Whoa!
up and does narrowly survive, but survives all the same. Buzz sends out the showstopper flashback, taken down the Armageddon from beyond the grave. Does manage to go ahead, or rather not from beyond the grave. Does manage to find him. Freeing, cannot survive, and there's just
Nah,
nothing more
bro.
to do. Undercut,
बढ़िया
gets
बताओ.
across,
हाँ
finds the
देखा
ball.
आपका
Meteor now
स्टोरी.
starting to
वही
feel
बताओ
it.
डेट्स आ गई
T1
है.
deny any
Let's
follow
see.
round victories here from DRX.
Oh, dude, that combo with the drone into the undercut with the double tap ISO stepping out, so annoying to deal with. Nice little setup there.
अब let's see what happens ahead.
They're able to find some good value here finally. Meteor still hasn't really looked himself today, but able to win out on another ultimate. That combo there is so brutal.
Getting a little hypey there.
Yeah, Meteor's starting to feel it a bit now.
Buzz.
Buzz? Okay.
okay.
Okay. I'm
I was like, don't do it. Don't pull a Navera.
I know you like this shorty.
You gotta buy.
Yeah.
And does get
अब भागो फिर.
passed over. Full purchase back in though for DRX. The C site widely going to be emptied out. Izu nearby here at
Oh!
Tripwire. Cleared now. Second one is set up at the top of the ramp.
With a Nightfall and Showstopper, this should be really difficult for T1.
Oh,
भाई ये क्या है?
again! Undercut with the shock, a little bit of spray out from Waterfall. And that's the plant interrupted. Mako does manage to answer one back. Meteor going to be taken down. And then once again, this is the plant. Able to go ahead and stick it. Showstopper drawn out to just try to delay any aggression coming through, but Buzz.
भाई allowed नहीं होना चाहिए.
The call comes in. He's approaching from behind, and Buzz is just picking them to pieces. Flashback now once again. Last one standing. The plant not for.
ये allowed ही नहीं होना चाहिए.
Nor is this round. Izu finishes him off, and this is just insane dominance from T1.
Buzz is able to slip the net here somehow. The Nightfall had gone out. The Showstopper's in hand, and Hyunmin can't figure out where the heck T1 is. This is just, again, yeah, that Shock Dart Vuln combo that they've been really leaning into today. Another nice paranoia from Carpe is what leads the way. That's what sets Buzz up for this. Beautiful stuff from Carpe with his util. Something I was a little bit kind of raising my eyebrows at yesterday and the day before with Carpe. Sometimes it looked like he was a little bit lost when it came to his util with some of the controller agents, but today on this Omen on Lotus, he looked fully locked in. A weak by Hero Rifle for Hyunmin, Guardian for freeing.
Flash goes deep enough.
Yep, got tagged.
No Hunter's Fury, so no worry about that coming through, but there is a double push getting ready to come out of B main. The shield.
Oh!
Oh man, they line up for a brief little moment there, but he's still able to come away with one. Stack's going to be taken down as Buzz sends out the paint shells to try to delay. Mako drifting across. Did he catch a glimpse? The answer is no.
Oh, nice shot, Hyunmin.
What a snappy readjustment. Cleans up the headshot and then swoops into the backside. So over top.
Oh!
Finds Meteor. And Hyunmin starting to come online.
Spike planted.
That's huge. See if they can keep Izu coming through with a huge clutch.
It's off the angle there for a brief little moment.
Nah, bro.
Swings out a little bit wider than Hyunmin might have anticipated. A little bit faster than he had expected. Trips aside, but everybody already here within the site. The salvo sent out. Jiggles out. A couple taps coming through. Mako able to go ahead and sit here, play it quietly. He's gonna have to strike those to the red.
Ah!
Oh my god, okay.
ये क्या था?
Feel relaxed.
I just want to watch that replay again.
Gets the kill on Mako's.
I just want to watch that replay again, man.
He'll be grateful for that.
Low था क्या Mako?
Be low on DRX, but he cannot clutch out the round.
The fact that Flashback even gets one there, huge. That is ridiculous. The fadeaway from Hyunmin gets set up for the second by Bane. Izu here, almost working a miracle.
Was Mako low?
That flick over to the side though, and all of a sudden Mako's dead, and I'm like, is this gonna happen? Well, Operator now.
Would have been a back-breaking round to lose.
Yeah, for sure. Still some hope. You have a Viper's Pit if you can get to the place to use it.
There's the bounce across. The boom.
मार दो भाई.
Able to find one. Izu taken down.
Fast करते रहो.
Away. Meteor has the double tap shield.
Nice, nice, nice.
Again, having a huge round. Bounce the paint shell forward. Forces Carpe back away from the smoke. The Prowler scouts. The Judge noted the plant coming through.
Spike planted.
5v2, and this is the round that they opt to go for that Operator. Buzz, in all likelihood, yep, it's just gonna drift away. Showstopper not
Save करने भाग रहे भाई.
to try to encourage a retake. They will go for a save, and DRX will find themselves a third round win.
Now
Well played.
gonna be one away from another Showstopper coming into that next round. Yeah, Buzz has his as well. But I like the decisiveness we're starting to see from DRX. It's starting to bring them some rounds. So I think this might be a good opportunity for T1 to take a timeout, if just to ice Hyunmin, if just to slow down what he's been doing these last couple of rounds, because he is frying, and you need to make sure that he isn't just going to start taking this map over, because this has been such a good start for T1. You don't want to let go.
Let's see, let's see.
What could be a just devastating counterpunch against DRX. Let's see if they're going to go for it.
Timer's still moving, so it looks like not
क्या recon था वो?
through. Maybe if there's one
Maybe
more
one more.
loss, but
Oh,
ये spray transfer अच्छा था.
fantastic 1-2 tap.
Just
Back-to-back brutal rounds here for him. Now just one away from the showstopper.
bang bang headshot. That's basically what he said there. Do have
Turns heads back to this rubble. This has been a pain point.
Meteor has his ult here too. See how they want to use it.
There's the undercut. There's the ping on the buzz. As he gets out in front. The showstopper going to be sent.
Oh, nice
Checks over
TP.
towards Rock, but yeah, TP
60.
away. Mako able to avoid it this time around. Playing up into the smokes, pushes forward, is able to find him. Buzz going to be taken
Oh.
down, freeing, able to find
ये
Carlos.
क्या है?
Backpedaling over towards the door. Nearly manages to get the spray down. And he's going to send it.
Whoa!
Trusting in his abilities, knows that he gets the HP back. Flashback drawn into the arena. The shield falls. And Meteor comes out on top, but he's now
भाई फ्रीन मार दिया, ठीक है.
Izu with the operator in hand to try to clutch us out. They know that Op was saved. And now the gun barrel's been spotted.
Nice.
And it'll be ripped out of his hands.
But no bro, इतना fast और chaos मत ये करो बे.
Gets them the victory over Rubble. And now going into the last round of the half, they have 4 ultimates to work with.
I was gonna say, please show me some of Mako there, because him dodging the showstopper, then completely befuddling Buzz, getting behind him, broke things open for DRX. And Meteor there sent the ult, hoping that they're
Flashback is on 1.
but have to leave a player over just in case there's a rotate to the C site.
भाई ये तो अब देखा मैंने.
Autumn gonna rely, trust in Stacks and company. Try to figure this one out. 4-man push, opens up B. Showstopper, basically guaranteeing the plant.
Yep.
Nothing.
Boom about the check, nothing going to be spotted over here in connector, so Showstopper not needing to be sent there.
Spike
There's the
planted.
stealth drone on the hunt, going to be looking for Izu, gets around the corner just far enough.
Nice
stop
shot.
out, but Hyunmin is ready to capitalize. Bill found now that Armageddon called in. Stacks frantically searching here with the Hunter's Fury, trying to find a tag, but everyone splits away.
सब कुछ आ गया भाई.
The beams do not connect. And now the pig
क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा? 3-0
engulfs the
DRX.
site, engulfs the spike. Meteor on the push, able to find one. Hyunmin going to be taken down, freeing. Dead as Buzz just bounces in with
अभी
a
भी
short
3-0
hole.
DRX.
He and Meteor will fall to the wayside. As the snake bite cleans one up. 3 players still alive. Footsteps going to be heard. The push out is watched there, but T1.
और भाई क्या एक नंबर यार.
5-7. DRX
3-0 DRX.
successfully recovering this half of the 4-round streak.
And it was 7-1.
बहुत जल्दी फ्री होने वाला हूँ आज मैं.
4 rounds in a row, they're able to string together. So some good decisions, much more decisive play calling from DRX. Just find a little bit of open space and commit. Some of those ultimates come
कल
in
कहाँ
so
गायब हो गया?
quick.
सेन वर्सेस G2 भाई नींद आ गई थी.
Some extra room to maneuver.
नहीं होता बे. रात को 3:30 बजे मैचेस नहीं देख पाते रे. सिंपल है. 3:30 बजे साले मैचेस चालू होते हैं, खत्म होते होते सुबह 8-9 बज जाती है. Like, subscribe guys, like, subscribe. नहीं भाई, अभी तो आईआरएल सपने देखे हुए हैं वो पूरे करने हैं. हाँ आयुष भाई. अभी जो इन रियल लाइफ सपने देखे वो पूरे करने हैं भाई. नींद वाले सपने तो ठीक है, बाद में भी पूरे कर लेंगे, टेंशन नहीं है. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's on.
Give a lot of credit to this T1 staff for is some of these trick plays, some of these combo plays that they have set up. If we get to split, there's some cool ones I saw there yesterday.
Bro, flashback को अब लास्ट राउंड में 2 फ्रैग्स मिले हैं, वरना he was on 1.
Happen, as we all know.
Only bangers.
Correct.
As
ये लो लाल हो गया flashback.
Takes a shot to the chest there.
खाया छाती पे.
He backs away, freeing, rotating over to try to reinforce this C site. And similarly, cutting through B as Mako cycles the smoke over.
I like this from T1. Want to see them pull back a little bit. Try to spread the map a little bit more. But look at the rotate here from Mako. Trying to back up Bane. This could be tricky.
Just Swing on that corner.
It's on the foot.
Yep, catching a glimpse. Paranoia at the ready.
नहीं 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 अभी यूज नहीं करना.
Committing.
Commit के time पे paranoia is a good thing.
A now in their sights. So drifting over here. Well, Izu stays on a late linger. Hunman tucked in behind rubble. Mako at the ready. There's the spot out. Paranoia going to be sent. Paint shells. Forces them back to Salvo, even invested as well.
भगा दिया भाई.
Now starting to run out of time.
भगा दिया. इतने utils डाल के जो भगा है ये लोग को.
Trying to keep DRX guessing.
This might get them a little bit unawares.
They know it's a.
He gets the spot out. Boombot going to be sent, but he's pretty much stuck now. Swings out. Still, he's able to find one.
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. 3-3 का fight है.
Finds Mako, a 2 for 2. Damage suffered here on both sides. Now we get the rat race here onto the A site. Double tap expiring, but Meteor gets the reflection.
ये जो Meteor इतना aggressive जाके मार.
For a little bit more, and oh my god. Woo. Gets the kill on the Bane. T1 now. Poised to go 2-0 here on the pistols. This flashback will be able to find one, but can he somehow
2v1.
clutch here? Sheriff in hand for Carpe. Any shot will finish off this Viper, and he's gonna have to push out of the smoke.
Oh, high low setup.
But no bite, no orb, nothing to obfuscate. Just has to swing the corner, and he does manage to.
एक मार भाई बोला ना एक मारेगा एक से मर जाएगा. High low setup.
We'll pick up that Sheriff, and we'll get T1 an extended little lead.
And this is something that, you know, T1 is so well known for this stage. Is just that they'll scrap with you, and they're going to win those battles because of their tremendous individual skill. And then Meteor showcasing it in spades. Nice little
थोड़ा वेट करता अगर टेओ वहाँ पे और मिसाइल्स का वेट करके मिसाइल्स के साथ रीटेक करता तो.
On the other side of the map. I was just watching him and watching Izu to see what would happen over there. And he was able to best Izu, and that gave him a chance at the very least. Kind of kept it somewhat even.
See, he's not going to get the catch. Paint shells a bit shallow. Opening volley of util successfully avoided here by T1. Just taking their time, working forward to rubble. Smoke now, ooh, dissipating. Henman, last second jump across, does get darted. This Meteor on the slide up. Gets himself over towards this door. Carpe covering fire, able to find one. Mako going to be taken down.
Nice shot.
Gets Youngman. Now freeing. Trying desperately to duke it out against.
ठीक है, Bane gets one.
Bane will come away with an elimination. Carpe going to be on the floor. Flashback this time with a shorty. Have a bit less of an opportunity, I think, to find the impact that he did in the previous round.
See if they go hunting.
Seems like widely DRX may be content to just try to go down to the spike, see if anybody does come pushing up their way.
शॉर्टी से एक आधा भी मार लिया ना.
All for it.
Now he's not going to go.
Certainly not. Couple shots out, and yep, I think that's going to be the call. Just hold on to everything, drift out, not try to challenge around the corner, and let DRX go down to the spike. That'll be the exit. So T1, 4-round lead for themselves as we go into the bonus. They can get a conversion there. They're looking
Spike
very
से उड़
well
जाओ.
poised to steamroll their way through Lotus.
And it's kind of an interesting setup here for DRX off the rip for the Rubble fight.
एक चीज नोटिस किया, दो बड़े मैप्स है जो DRX के स्ट्रॉन्ग है और एक बड़ा मैप है जो T1 का स्ट्रॉन्ग है. बाकी छोटे मैप्स का क्या हाल है पता नहीं. अबे बिकॉज़ इस बार मैंने किक ऑफ कोई भी इतना फॉलो किया ही नहीं, मैंने वॉच पार्टीज ही नहीं की ना.
As DRX, and a lot of the Tejo utility was set up to kind of, if he gets past the C's, then we're going to make him really uncomfortable, try to go isolate that one player and go for the kill. Something that I'd like to see T1 be pretty aware of here. Yeah, wow, he went high.
Yeah, he did.
Got ups.
Quite a bit of elevation, but also quite a bit of damage suffered. Out of 47, Prowler not necessarily scouting him there, but the shots do ring out, so DRX should be perfectly cognizant of this.
6 people are watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe.
A lurk from Flashback, but with the trips where they are, have to get the kill on Izu.
Prowler cleared out.
ठीक है.
Shots over.
Buzz is low.
Connected door, but nothing connecting. It's not going to be found.
5 seconds में missiles है. Please don't die.
Watching it upper. The double push coming through. Ian Hyunmin pick a target. They managed to find him. Izu, nice timing out from main. Has come away with a single kill. Hyunmin
Nice.
Back, finds the headshot. Paint shells once again built up. If he can survive this, but he runs out of bullets.
That reload.
Even with the headshot on his stacks, he
That
can't
reload
kill
made the
already.
things
Still
tougher.
not enough bonus for T1. They still have an opportunity to close this out. Paranoia going across Carpate, TPing to the opposite side of the wall here. Shots ringing. Mako knows about this reposition, and Flashback has opened up the site on the backside, so Carpate has to win this fight.
Nice.
Cannot. DRX not allowing for the conversion to
ठीक
come
है.
through. They get themselves around, win the gap now, 3 rounds.
Yeah, and I like the way that DRX plays this round. If they lose Rebel control, it's immediate reinforcement of the pivot towards B angle. They've got 2 players right
Easy.
outside of A site. They've got 2
Chill,
players
chill,
in
chill,
B
chill.
upper. They're able to
The
shut
thing
things
was
down.
simple.
Even though,
डबल पिक पे
again,
मारा तो अच्छा था.
a little bit of an
और
extra
नहीं लगते ना
boost
अगर
to
शॉट से खत्म.
the way that
ये
those
reload जो आया ना बहुत बुरा
tripwires
लगा
are set up
भाई.
behind him, he's got a lot of extra comfort to make that push.
And Stacks पहले भी मैं बता दूं guys, the new viewers, the new VCT viewers, Stacks पहले DRX में था last season तक.
Pose a serious threat.
इस साल he is in
But
T1.
not able to buy up to a full rifle, just the Bulldog for him. Pretty close to
Meteor
the
Genji
result
में
as well.
था.
Buzz, though, taken down. That's a stacked utility coming through. Paint shells. Not quite registering that they had been there on top of the salvo, I suppose.
Both the raises are down.
It's going to be a quick trade as Hyunmin's dead as well, so a raiseless round from here on out. T1
दोनों रेस जा चुके हैं.
crucially do have Meteor on that ISO, so they're still just that secondary tip of the spear ready to go.
Just grab this orb here. Then he can just use that ult. Try to break through onto the site. See if he's going to scoop it up or not.
You know that one of them's got a Bulldog. Given his win record, certainly like the odds.
No.
Wins first. Bane now going to be snatched up the site. Completely opened up. Bane needing to kind of win this one, but still going to be in such a rough position, even if he does. He
ये जो
cannot
1v1 जा रहे हैं ना.
wins another.
मास्टर्स बैंकॉक इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है. बैंकॉक वाला भी कैसा है मेरे साथ पता है. 20 तारीख को मैं आऊंगा रात को 1 बजे.
Flashback to swing.
नाइस शॉट फ्लैशबैक. 2v3.
2v3.
मैं जा रहा हूँ 14th को फैमिली ट्रिप पे. मॉम डैड का 25th एनिवर्सरी है 15th ऑफ फेब को. तो मैं 13th को ही निकल जाऊंगा.
This angle, but Izu's still here on the side. Double face and freeing nearly has him lined up. Flashback will be dealt with. Close call, but not close enough.
और मास्टर्स 20 तारीख को चालू हो रहे हैं शायद. मैं 20 को रात को 1 बजे के आसपास आऊंगा.
Freeing. Almost.
देखने सारे मैचेस है मेरे को. मास्टर्स के लिए तो आई एम प्रीटी मच एक्साइटेड एक्चुअली.
You have that extra layer of utility. Oh. First has to dodge that salvo, and then they noted that corner that he jumped into previously. That's where they sent the paint shells this time. Good read there from DRX.
तो मास्टर्स सारे मैचेस करेंगे.
Gets the kill and has his ult.
मास्टर्स का शेड्यूल आया है. इस मैच के बाद चेक करते हैं.
Breaks things open. Set up into those post plants.
Last second hero rifle handed over here towards Hyunmin. Showstopper also in the back pocket. It's flashback. Jiggling and taking quite a bit of damage. And then Classic in hand immediately has the back pedal. Has a bite to try to delay. Poison orb as well, but that's about it. Smoke cycled over.
कि क्या टाइमिंग के साथ है.
Charge. Like, not gonna be
अरे
set up
ना
with the
बाबा.
spray from Mount. Buzz just comes away with it.
Gunman's here though. This took too long.
He's going to be looking for his Jemkin moment. See if he can find it. As there's the entry, and nope, not going to be given the opportunity. The undercut goes across, the paint shells forces position, and Buzz is able to
मार तो खाएगा ये वीडियो.
has to tuck away, but as he tries to drift across, Meteor gives him a taste of his own medicine. Guns him down through the smoke, and now freeing. Not much more that can be done.
मास्टर्स बैंकॉक पूरा कवर करेंगे अपन.
Izu,
आई गेस विद रील्स कवर करने की सोच रहा हूँ मैं.
perhaps there's an opportunity, but the timing is just not going to be on his side. Flawless from T1, 2 rounds away from tying things up 1-1 here in the grand final.
Yeah, off the rip here, T1 very hesitant to try to take that A fight. Don't want to overcommit, give that
कि
shot
भाई
an
रील्स पे
opportunity to do some real damage. Took a while.
अच्छे मोमेंट्स जो है वो रील्स पे भी डालूं.
DRX, but never really had the opportunity to pull the trigger on the showstopper. They're doing a pretty good job now of working the map.
वो वाली रील ने क्या परफॉर्म किया है मेरे को वो देखने का है. ज्यादा नहीं है बे, बट BGIS कास्टर क्वेस्ट वाली रील 5,000 प्लस जा चुकी है। हमारी जो मेरी मोहित भाई की रील थी वो 1,000 प्लस जा चुकी है। So those are some good signs actually.
Honestly, I'd take a few runs at C. Just see if you can just brute force your way out of this map.
रील्स पे 1,000 व्यूज है सिंपल, साला यूट्यूब पे 1,000 व्यूज बहुत दम लग जाता है बे।
Still online, freeing one away from that next Armageddon. Hit from flashback, maybe just use off the rip here. Now is held, freeing about to contact versus
Short.
players, but that's going to be Buzz out of the equation. Snappy headshot. Gets rid of that raise, that explosive entry power. This drone forward, stealth drone spotting one. Know that at least the Sova and the Omen lingering here at B main.
Well, things got a little more difficult. No ISO ult to rely on to back up your entry duelist going down. Freeing just waiting at this tight angle.
Playing it very cautiously.
7:11 हो गया है, चलो।
Prowler to check. Swoops back around, finds it, stacks. It's a little bit of damage, so shots so narrowly off from finding a headshot. Shield now coming through. Salvo going to be set loose, freeing. Setting up for a stun on the corner. I think he might have actually caught himself with that one, but now the showstopper is in play.
Huh?
Sent freeing, taken down as Meteor was able to push deep enough. Finds the punish. Now TRX going to have to fight their way back into the site.
अबे यार आर्मेगेडन था।
Dart lobbed in, undercut. Sent, looking for the combo once again. Does get dodged out. Paranoia from Mako at the ready as flashback. Desperately tries to get into position here. Fighting against Izu, there's a swing out. Inches a little bit closer, goes for it. Flashback, able to snap, gets the adjustment, finds the kill. Bane, however, going to be taken down. Carpe finding Hyunmin, finding flashback. Now it's all on Mako. The 1v2. Stacks backpedaling, has the Hunter's Fury. Should he need it yet, will just go ahead and invest it. Gets the tag, Mako cannot dodge the second.
आर्मेगेडन पे यार रीटेक था बे।
Getting up to map point.
Yeah, this is a tough one to go down for DRX. I think they read this pretty darn well. It's just again T1 finds the right timing to get underneath and get.
It was not about the timing, man.
And then Meteor is able to trick him a little bit. I thought Freeing played that pretty well until that moment where he gave up just a little bit too much space. And then T1's able to get to that plant, set up their crossfires, convert pretty nicely. Even though Izu's not able to win his battle against Flashback, Carpe on site, locking things down. Huge moment.
Oh, whatever plan that was going to be is now very much disrupted as he's going to get yoinked. Pulled in once again.
Nice.
Back. Managing to deliver the first loss of the
All
series
good.
so far here to Meteor. Izu does have the punch at the back end. Buzz eats a bit of damage. Armageddon going to be called in, but
लेकिन एक भी नहीं मार पाया।
successfully avoid this and then get ready to refill some space. Cybercage is going to be going up some spray through this, desperately hunting for some damage. As Stacks is able to find Hyunmin off screen. Izu gets the spot out. Wallbang shot comes in. Bane taken down, freeing so very low. All on his lonesome 16 HP. The drone spots him out. He just waits, expecting
All
to swing
done.
on the angle. But
It's
T1
all done.
give it to him.
6:13. We go to fracture with 1-1.
Chucking the shorty here on the ground. Salvo finding nothing. The time is ticking. The time is gone.
GG.
13-6. We have a series. T1 looking clean here on their map pick.
अब आ जाओ VLR.gg पे। मास्टर्स बैंकॉक पे आए, मैचेस दिखाएं। ड्रॉज आए नहीं अभी तक। हेलो, अभी तक ड्रॉज नहीं आए। आज आ जाने चाहिए ड्रॉज। ठीक है। ओ वाइटालिटी और लिक्विड का भी आज ही है। नेवर माइंड। अभी क्या करना चाहिए हमको? रैंगडल पे चलते, रैंक गैसिंग। हमारी खुद की तो कुछ है नहीं, सामने वाले की गैसी कर लेते। अरे क्या है रैंगडल? अबे ये थोड़ी था। हाँ मिल गया भाई।
मेरे कौन सी लगी बता। ये आ रहे शायद।
मुंबई सर्वर।
हाँ
Cypher buried. Cutting their vision. Level 20. Spike down. C.
एक एक करके क्यों पीक कर रहे?
मेरा स्मोक नहीं है।
गोल्ड।
यस गैरेज गैरेज देख गैरेज देख गैरेज देख
One
लेना
enemy remaining.
लेना गैरेज यस है।
था मेरा गोल्ड। गोल्ड गोल्ड एक एक करके क्यों पीक कर रहे? बोला ना गोल्ड।
Wall raised. Remove.
वॉल के ऊपर खड़ा है।
Satchel
Killed
out.
one. The satchel was good.
Spike down. A.
Ascendant.
Reloading.
Diamond ascendant.
Go get him. One enemy remaining. Grenade.
Ascendant.
Reloading. Long. Reloading.
Diamond ascendant. 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 हैं? मैं बोला ना या तो डायमंड या ascendant है। भाई you can't be gold with this. मार होगा।
Yeah. I don't want to make you guys go in a white match. I'm like freaking with bronze 2.
There's no place support.
But I want to
One
play some.
enemy remaining. Last player
Thank you,
standing.
Solar Fuse,
क्या
taking
चल
out
रहा है
my
मैप
right.
पे?
I'm like at 90%. I'm scared.
This is nothing.
सिल्वर
I'll
है।
do it later.
It's you.
भाई पूरे क्लूलेस है बंदे। गोल्ड। It was. I was feeling like it was a silver game, but ठीक है। वो फर्स्ट वाला तो क्या मुंबई सर्वर के गोल्ड्स ना इंस्टेंट समझ में आ जाता है। बहुत समय बिताया है। अब प्लैट में उतना ही समय बिता रहे हैं। वैसे देखा है कौन कौन कर रहा है वॉच पार्टी? यूट्यूब पे चलते हैं। ग्रम्पी भाई इज डूइंग इट। हाइड्रा भाई इज डूइंग इट। शीरो खेल रही है 5v5 गॉब्लिन का। ओशन भाई का व्लॉग। मोहब्बत लौटा। हॉर्स भाई कर रहे हैं। VCD वॉच पार्टी लेटर स्नैक्स भाई हेलो। हिंदी भी चल रहा है। हिंदी में ब्रेक दिया है। 5 people are watching it, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. नितिका की stream पे जाके थोड़ी मस्ती करके आते हैं.
यार मैंने नोटिस नहीं किया कि गेको का गेम प्ले मजाक नहीं, मैंने सच में नोटिस नहीं.
बाद में मस्ती करके आएंगे इसकी स्ट्रीम पे मस्ती तो करके आऊंगा मैं. दोस्त है अपनी. Envy Bhai is also streaming. Envy Bhai को निहाव बोल के आए थे. भाई he is in global esports का academy lineup.
कीबोर्ड अच्छा है यार, मेरा अच्छा कीबोर्ड है मेरा तो. सिटी पे अल्ट क्यों मार दिया? एक जगह छोड़ से ना एंगल सिटी मार के अल्ट. ऐसा यहाँ से लेकर हेवन तक अल्ट मार देता. ब्रेन डेड है क्या ये लोग? और ये सब प्लांट वो तीनों को तीनों जगह पे खड़े. नो इंसो के साथ.
250 पे FPS लॉक करके रखा है.
Sky.
एडविन भाई क्या हाल? कैसे हो? अरे भाई बुरा लगा यार. Short boy.
No.
Player standing.
बहुत फ्री खेल रहे ब्रो उन लोग, बहुत फ्री. उनको बताना पड़ेगा थोड़ा.
गेम लगेगा तब तक थोड़ा चिल करते हैं.
Let's go, Jet.
Fair. 10.
I'm cheering you up, bro.
Drop in a smoke.
क्यों मार खाया खुद जाके अंदर? 20 HP फुकट की.
One beam.
अरे दोनों फ्लैश.
आते भी नहीं है ब्रो.
I've got your trail.
1 mid.
3v2. Actually 3v3.
One more. 1 mid, 1 behind.
Remaining.
Oh!
Yo. They always rotate fast.
I know what must be
हाँ regular stream में बनना है.
That's why
इसके need है बस.
reloading.
I go help you guys. I just lobby mid, then I go middle. And
Bro.
चलो guys, I'll be coming. वॉशरूम जाके. आता हूँ. Hey, the game started. Let's go.
Run it down on you. We've seen it where they can be pretty well fluid, pretty well in control. They're just going to stack up for this arcade control. Do a little bit of push out towards flashback. Use those salvos. That's going to force out the razor vines. Bring through a little bit of info gathering. Both stealth drones going to just pass by each other there. T1.
Stick powwow there is okay. Flashback with a peek down into sewer. Able to find one. Buzz going to be taken down.
Launching smoke.
Some damage eaten though. He and Mako tagged up a bit. Let's try to play forward here at tower. Salvos forcing them back here for the moment. Moves up into the smoke, filling at space, and is still able to come away with a kill. Turn to the flash here from Mako. Wow. It's going to be freeing, however. He's coming up with the kills. 2 more for him. It's now just down to stacks. We'll get a parting gift there onto Hyunmin, but this pistol belongs to DRX.
Yeah, the bait and switch there. Really nice at the end of the round from Mako and Freeing. Doing a great job working in conjunction, and even though Flashback gets pushed off of the site, he's able to buy a little bit extra time with his util. They use their stealth drone to confirm, and then DRX sends Flashback right in. Able to find a huge kill with that right click before he gets taken down. Clears out Buzz in sewers. So a nice start on this defender side to get the ball rolling for DRX. T1 gonna spread the map a little bit more seemingly this time. A little bit of util here to push back Carpe. That's gonna at least open up the orb for Buzz on the other side.
They have 2 forward shoves on this south side.
Yep.
Hyunmin working his way further and further. Mako
Alright.
the peek down into sewer. Gets a little bit more
Nice.
damage across. Now everybody tagged up here as he's just gonna go for a
Nice.
swing. Freeing getting 1, getting a second as Carpe will fall. Did manage to finish off the former weakened Mako. As at Meteor now, just going to be collecting an orb. To see if he can get anything done here, find any more damage. But for now, it looks like these 4 Bulldogs likely to be carried over unless this Sheriff can absolutely sing.
We've seen it before where Meteor can do things that defy belief. Certainly going to be extremely difficult.
And Sheriff was worried that, turn the tide, that Lotus versus Heretics.
Yep. Man's had some nasty rounds with the Sheriff.
Can this be one of them?
NT.
Angles lined up.
मारेगा वो, एक को मीटी और एक को मार के जाएगा.
Bane ready to try to collect an assist, but there you go. 1 kill going to be found. 1 less Bulldog to carry forward into that bonus. Bane will juggle it away. And for Meteor, he is eventually going to want to get taken down in some fashion or another. Footsteps going to be heard. Time starting to dwindle.
Grab the Bulldog.
Yeah, has the Bulldog in hand. Now another opportunity to maybe do a bit of added damage. As he's not going to be able to get any kind of plant here, but it looks like widely DRX say, okay, take the weapon. We're going to leave you.
Where will they go this time?
Well, all right then. But, yeah, just solid stuff. Sewers push.
But
Dealt
Bulldog
with that
लेके जाने
extra
देना.
space
ठीक ही है.
that they took early.
At least Phantom तो buy नहीं
Using those
करेगा.
guided salvos to clear out
या
tree.
Vandal तो buy नहीं करेगा.
Work to treat. Allow them to take control of that sewers angle. Let's see what the response is going to be from T1. They're going to continue to just try to work the north side of the map. Try to see if they can break open from Dish perhaps this time. Freeing there though on that Tejo.
Oh, and that's enough of a spot out.
Freeing
Slowly
by
trying to
लाल
creep
हो गया
back
भाई.
over towards safety. Gets himself
Freeing by
successfully
भागो.
over to drop it. Down to 33. Does have that regen shield, so a little bit more on the back end to reinforce the health.
Looks like this is just a grab of the orb and then a pivot. All of DRX though stacking at A lobby. Kind of curious. Looks like they're just going to try to set up, try to hit Meteor in the back, make this a one-directional
Flashback needs to
affair.
get the hell in the tower now.
It's all right.
Yeah, does
I
make a step
mean-
back, but just a shorty and a ghost to speak of. Salvos go out. Buzz riding his way up the
Oh.
ramp and able to go ahead and collect the kill. Down to 41, but still surviving. It's T1 full control over this B site for now. Mako still on a very late lurk. Working his way across, but Carpe nearby noting this here at bench.
Planted.
Caught with the timing though. Over onto the iPad.
One more.
Ends up falling. Izu
NT.
counter swinging. Keeps him in with the advantage. Xiamen clears out the trip. Ring trying to work forward. Stealth drone up on top. Nothing going to be noted here. Ring watched Bane, maybe anticipating this a bit. Will be able to go ahead and win out the fight. A tad bit closer now is the round. Meteor gun down. Recovered Vandal here from Hyunmin. Able to find some damage, but on the swing out. Comes down to Freeing and Bane versus Stacks. Flash goes forward. Some damage here on to Freeing. Needs desperately however to get through Bane, and he cannot. DRX managed to win out the third round, converting the bonus.
They're so good at reading the map. And they're so patient on this retake. This is a nice little piece of trickery from Flashback, showing that he had one gun. Switches over to the shorty, did quite a bit of damage to Buzz. Made the kill onto him that much easier, but they are just so good at really just taking their time, working together, coming at you from so many different angles. A main control there. Really, really powerful, and T1's gonna dig back into the north side well. Still have enough to almost get through a full buy. It's a Guardian and a Bulldog having to be bought down for Stacks and Izu respectively. It's still pretty slow there. Use some of the Teho util to guarantee this orb. But from there, you're gonna just try to work your way in towards this A site. One away from a showstopper now for Buzz. And it's just kind of back to all reliable. DRX going to play it somewhat similarly, not nearly as many players here, but Meteor going to play it a little bit further forward, has the cam behind him.
Meteor ends up falling here. Suddenly the players on the rope that much more exposed, but looks like they're just going to go ahead and back away.
Oh my
This
god.
noise now noted, but Mako.
My ult's ready.
Mako be like, ooh.
To find one, how much more can he get? None. Gunman dead on the opposite side. Solid kills in reply
Because
here
Bane
from
का
T1,
HP
bringing
ला
it
ले
back
भाई.
into a 3v3. Bane down to 8 health. Flashback, however, filling in this position, creeping in right alongside where Mako had just fallen. Some noise gets noted here in main. Just the concuss available at the moment here from Freeing. A kill gets him at Armageddon. Like you say, Flashback still slowly, carefully pushing his position further and further forward. Salvo sent. Flashback desperately trying to get there in time. The concuss going to be sent down. Now he strikes. They're both stunned down. They're both killed off. As TRX rescue the round. Maintain their lead at 4-0.
This is playing with fire in a lot of different ways for T1. The fact that they get as far in this round as they do, a little bit surprising, all coming across that rope to try to bail out Meteor. If one player is a little bit further forward, I mean, Mako's still able to punish it pretty nicely, but Carpe and Stacks punching back. At least getting some damage done, but Freeing, excuse me, Flashback, just the whole time pushing through.
All missiles away.
And met with no resistance because you don't have that Cypher there. And he knows it, and he takes advantage of it. This time, kind of a spread formation for DRX. T1 as well, trying to set up for what seems like a beat crunch of sorts. Freeing is going to get the spot onto Izu.
That's a suppress on the 2.
Oh.
More than he bargained for, but Mako taken down. This backstep from Meteor, absolutely monstrous. Carries the Guardian forward and now gets a Neural Theft. 2-2 split. Lion share players still over here towards A.
बच गया.
Meteor sends out some shots, warning them, I'm still here. You still have to be concerned. Flashback with the Outlaw can certainly deal some damage. Just the one player on this south side at the moment.
Smoke's down.
Steadily creeping closer and closer over towards Carpe. Showstopper, however, going to be opened up. Hyunmin spotted, dead, and Buzz hits the headshot on the back end. Vandal now scooped up as T1 look to get themselves online with a thrifty win.
4-1.
Still have that Rolling Thunder as well. If worst comes to worst, you'd hope to not have to use it.
Stacks would love to keep that in the pocket for the next buy. He is playing forward in tower, not necessarily at risk. Stealth drone checking around. Going to be noted there, but Meteor falling. Bane suspecting that there's going to be another player out in this direction. But as soon as he turns his sights back over to this plant, that's when Buzz strikes. Kill found, salvos, dump paint shells in, Freeing somehow. Drawing out the weapon. And he might just draw out this Rolling Thunder.
Oh my god!
Crashes across, cannot get it in time. Now they look to just hound him down, and Stacks will be able to go ahead and deliver to Coup de Grace, and my god, so much closer than we could have anticipated. Stacks will narrowly escape with his life, avoiding the blast radius of that spike. What a way for T1 to get themselves on the board, and what a turnaround from DRX to make it as close as it was.
Buzz! Disgusting shot with the Sheriff there. But freeing, man, never count this guy out. The fact that he brings out that Rolling Thunder is so annoying, and I was so ready to praise T1 in that round. So many things that you want to see with Meteor having that successful lurk. Like, they've been pressuring, they've been conditioning DRX so they're going to go dish but not actually utilize it. Meteor's able to find a free pick and get the neural theft to go, but they can't really solidify their defense. A few pieces of the puzzle not coming together there, especially with that stealth drone not really getting any info. That hurt quite a bit. DRX was able to break through. Let's see what they're going to do this round.
Drone cleared. Meteor very well noted. They're looking at the triple face in. There's the swing out. Flashback, he'll just take the fight. Doesn't even really need the reinforcements. Eats a little bit of damage there.
Right there.
This drone gets cleared. Aftershock at the ready here for Bane. Sense it. Knows that he's going to be pushing them forward, but cannot get readjusted here on the Buzz, who sends it the flashback. Hyunmin still hitting the shot despite being pushed back.
Uh-oh.
Now pinned into the corner, stunned up. The Aftershock will claim him. Still in with a 3v3, but Mako wrapping around from Dish has the orbital at the ready.
You have the Steel Garden with flashback behind. They're ready for it.
Salvo sent. Carpe getting the spot out. Izu, however, gets rid of Free. It's all on Mako. He doesn't get the opportunity to try to invest the ult. Gets taken down. T1 get a follow-up round.
Yeah, this is great stuff here from Carpe in particular. Watching that backside, that keeps that round alive. The great adjustment from T1, recognizing something that had gone very, very wrong previously. I like DRX there, kind of being like, all right, if Meteor wants to lurk through here, we'll have something to say about it. Nice util combo from Stacks with the breach. Again, his signature agent showing some good value there. The stun into the Aftershock to clear some space. Buzz having a decent start, 5 and 6. Getting ahead of all this util. Dodges the stun.
Quick sidestep. Thorns are out. Explosive start into a very quiet mid-round. Flashback just jiggling on the corner, nothing to be noted though, and Buzz just slowly drifts back, joins in alongside Carpe. Now looks to continue pushing forward though.
Making so much noise here.
Seeing that additional aggression here. Mako just going to be cycling another smoke in all likelihood down onto main, but thinks better of it for a moment and sends it out.
T1 just trying to fish, see if anybody's going to take the bait from DRX, but they're being extremely patient.
One suppress.
Yeah, there's Meteor.
Suppress on the one, but Mako now playing very entrenched. And he's in the orbital. Tries to open it up. Buzz leaping forward is able to find one. The rest of the team going to be cut off though in flashback. Goes ahead as the follow-up. Armageddon, their own orbital now going to be invested here. Spot comes through on the Bane. He gets cleaned up. Flashback, a narrow margin to play around here in tower. And on the peak, instantly finds a headshot on the Stacks. Swings back up, dodges the stun. And Showstopper not going to find a damn thing, but Freeing will find Meteor. And just like that, despite the investments, despite the explosive power from T1, DRX has seemingly shrugged it all off. Carpe now asked to try to clutch, but the time is just not there. Flashback with a 4K. They'll keep DRX out in the lead.
Ah, that's a really nice round from Flashback. Playing those timings so well. The aim, crispy as heck. Throws out that Steel Garden in combination with Mako's ult. Even though Buzz got ahead of it, not much came out of it for T1. It's kind of a head scratcher for me for T1. I'm pulling the timeout button if I'm the coach, but it seems like we're going to let it roll.
Let's go.
And they were making so much noise there at B main ramp for so long, and DRX just kept leaning into it more and more. You know, I think T1 may be trying to bait out some of those ults, but by the time the clock is running down, speaking of, they're just running it down A main. Already fully in control of that territory. They just gotta wait. Just wait for T1 to make a move. Okay, well.
Or for Meteor, just open things up, finds one. Spam through the box. Izu going to be dealt with as well as there's a showstopper, and Flashback cannot reply. Couple players here on T1 weakened up, but seeking yet another thrifty here for themselves is the Aftershock. Not in position. Plant comes through. Stacks able to successfully get that down. All three players from DRX
Right
corralled on the same side of the map. One in Tower, two at Arcade, Meteor here at Canteen. Fault line going through, and Hyunmin stunned up. Easy pickings here for Meteor, as it looks like the call to retreat and save has been sounded. DRX backpedaling away as T1 continue to fight back.
It's just so important that Meteor is able to win some of those battles on the flanks, because that prevents Freeing from being able to come through Arcade. He was able to keep his camera there, get a spot on the Freeing, force him back down to the other side of the map. There's no flank angles able to be created, and T1's happy to scrap with you. And when they can win those, get onto the site. Not a lot else that DRX was able to do. So even though they're able to take that space early, just a few kind of good moments from T1 players individually break the space open. Obviously having the showstopper from Buzz, that helps. That's a nice tool to have. Then Hyunmin taken down. Let's see if T1 can continue. Find some success here on this attacker side. Certainly feels like they need to. Bane one away from his ult. Meteor close to another neural theft. Those are the two that are really more likely to play a part in this round. Oh my God!
Attempted the crunch, but Buzz plants his feet, stunned up, doesn't care, shrugs up the pressure. Comes up with the kill. Bane as well, down to 10. What a brutal turnaround here from T1.
Ben 10 HP.
Sometimes you just win those.
I don't even think they necessarily saw it coming. I just think that they counteracted so incredibly quickly.
Yep.
Double rope across now as everybody gets collected forward.
I know exactly.
Neural theft given over as they join on this south side.
अब ए जाएंगे.
Immediate pivot to A.
Spot out coming through, but Meteor still on that lurk, working his way through sewer. Going to be hearing these footsteps. Mako at tower, drops down. He's watching the angle, but now turns his back. An opportunity here for Meteor to try to strike. I mean, Mako trying to watch his rear at every twist and turn. In the meantime, back over here on the A site. Bane's going to be good to come up with one.
Nah, bro.
Also dead seemingly here over at Sands. Counter action has done well. Now the pivot once again back over towards this side. Meteor, the pings come through.
30 seconds
Those,
left.
they're all going to be collected forward. Here in spawn, the initial shots are not going to connect. Gets the press.
Nice. Meteor भाई इतना लंबा लर्क करके क्या किए?
He's now his turn. They're nearly lined up, and Mako is just too damn clean with it. And T1 going to be kicking themselves for this round.
No doubt about it. I mean, they're working the map as best as they can. They're trying to use the neural theft to get to the other side of the map. DRX is ahead of it, and then Meteor, frankly, is ahead of DRX, but I'm not sure if Mako just kind of suspected that maybe somebody could be around that corner. He peeked out and then went back.
Barrel देख के भाई
And
ने
it just
किया
kind
उसने.
of broke Meteor's brain. And then the drone came out right behind him, which I don't think was initially intended for Meteor, but sure worked a treat.
ये
Nice
जाने
little
ही
happy
नहीं मिल रहा है.
coincidence there. A little bit of util being thrown around both sides. It's a two-man push
बेचारे साइट ही नहीं
towards
पहुंच पाते.
Dish. Stacks there. This is an attempt to sell a bit of a fake,
It's the wall. It's going to be Rolling Thunder now built up.
or just a grab of the orb, and then they're going to try to just crunch him with that Rolling Thunder. That's going to send DRX
One
players
suppressed.
away from the site, at least some of them. See if they can successfully execute on this T1. They've kind of corralled DRX pretty nicely, but Hyunmin, Danger Man, right next to Stacks.
यनमिन बैठा
It's
किधर है वो
tucked in
देखो.
behind the box. Do they read this at all? Seems like the answer is going to be yes. Yep. Well-timed boombot. Trying to get the clear out, but Hyunmin just strafes away from it. Looks for the second kill. Cannot make
मार
it
दिया
happen.
भाई,
Buzz is able
काम
to
हो
find
गया.
one at the end of it all, but
एक
everyone's
मार
just
दिया,
piling
काम हो
forward
गया.
here into
माँ को
Mako.
3 मार गया.
As he comes up with 3. Cooks them, shoots them, and serves them up. DRX swallow T1 up in that round. Now 7-3.
God, he is just so nasty. Just absolutely so well played. And again, this Rolling Thunder catches a couple players, but Mako, oh man, what a reaction on the Buzz.
Oh, hi, Buzz.
What's up, buddy? And he got a kill with his
Nice.
volley as well. Fantastic hold. Fantastic positioning from Mako.
Nice.
Now we're going to get the timeout. Flashback, taking any of it.
गाइस इंडिया गेम भी
Trying to
चल रहा है
scoop up some more orbs, get Buzz one more showstopper in this half. But a lot of info there for DRX. Now I'm thinking, nobody at arcade. And yeah, there's maybe a couple players in tree, but let's shift back over towards A. A lot of their B hits have been telegraphed by players over in that arcade area. I like the play calling. I like the shooting.
Yeah, Bane, so snappy today.
He is playing really good today.
Not just here to be the hype guy. Very much is participating.
It's easy to hype it up when you're the one killing.
Very true. Sends the fault line just in case that pressure continues to come through. Salvos as well do get drawn out. Buzz can his way through. Sands and Freeing not aware of this at all. Some getting caught. Put off guard, but Gunman is here. He is not flashed up. He strikes. 2 kills found. Mako there, reinforcing.
Oh,
As it is just Izu at 60. Stuck inside of the smoke, and that boombot is gonna spot him out. Kill. Doesn't manage to get it with the Sheriff. A rare sight as Gunman gets 3, and DRX looking for a 9-3 half.
They're just reading this so well. Again, just understanding the tendencies of what they've been seeing and reacting to it incredibly efficiently. Hello. Just a kiss.
Kiss of death from the boombot. Well, now Orbital as well as that Armageddon. The showstopper, one away here for Hyunmin. Buzz very much needing this orb.
And the orb that DRX is thinking they might go for is not the one that Buzz is going for.
Well, either way, they do have an op to protect this one. Trying to fault line him off the reswing. And just too much movement there from Flashback. Little wonky, but Mako still finds Meteor. Holding down that arcade side. Pivot back over towards the A site here, it would seem. DRX very much anticipating this pressure is still going to collapse onto B, so they're not in position to shut this down. Call comes through. As Buzz takes some space, gets himself over towards Drop. Hyunmin right here, nearly shoulder to shoulder. It's a spot out. As it's a messy affair, but one that Hyunmin comes out a little bit cleaner. Spike planted. Bane going to be taking down Showstopper at the ready. 36 HP. Spot out. Sees 2, sends it. Showstopper going to be a bit shallow. Is they're able to tuck back, they're zoned away. Salvos keep them cleared for now. Molly available. Sent. Hyunmin going to have to get off this. No, dies. Carby finds a third. Now the orbital going to be built up. He's waiting for the retap. He's playing off time. Ultimate now. Sent.
8-4.
Freeing Flashback, scattering here to the wins. As Carpe finds himself a fourth, now looking for the ace, but Izu on the swing will be able to find it in T1.
Round throw हो गया.
Rescue the round. Down by 4 here at the half.
Dude, Carpe has been absolutely electric these last couple of days. He bails T1 out in a big way. This round was messy. And I'm scratching my head a little bit why we don't feed Buzz an orb here. I mean, I guess you just want to get the plant down and try to sneak in to dish is the thought process. But that prevents, that showstopper coming through, and that's when the alarm bell started ringing in my head. I'm like, oh boy, DRX is going to have
ओ ओ ओ ओ थोड़ा सा गाइस क्या इधर उधर हो गए हम.
Send this 5-man stack up. Now, T1 did have a counterforce of Sans Carpe.
Fanning back out over towards this arcade side with Meteor. Cutting back in towards the spawn, but that's when the strike comes in. Izu able to find one, but Hyunmin comes up with two. Paint shell to claim. Stacks gets headshot.
Oh, Meteor.
Drift to the sewer. Meteor force off the angle. Buzz able to find flashback. Opens up the B main side. Spain pushing into the smoke. Somehow comes away with a kill. Meteor just cannot hold his ground. Carpe and Buzz now needing to be the ones to deliver.
Good God.
Here's the first shot. Paint shell still available, but that's a suppress. 5 more seconds, not having that nade to try to clear out an angle. Tower would be a damn good one. They get set free, forced away, tagged up quite a bit, down to 45.
All missiles away.
Sends the salvos. The drop, I don't believe it's heard. Finds the headshot, Buzz. Trying to hold it, but freeing! Wrests it from his hands. The Red Bull clutch, giving DRX another pistol win on Fracture.
So many great back and forth moments there for both teams. But Hyunmin just getting it done with the utility, getting it done with the guns. Bane able to react just that much faster than Meteor. And even though Carpe is hitting some nasty shots, nothing you can do when you don't know where freeing is going to be coming from. Holding the angle, you have to pick one or the other there as Carpe. And you didn't feel like maybe he had enough time to make that rotation.
भाई फ्रिंग पागल हो गया. जो मैप जीत रहे हो फ्रिंग उसमें क्या खेल रहा है.
Rushing forward, trying desperately to get this. Tucks back, sends out the paint shell, but hot on their heels here is Hyunmin, but it's going to be the salvo that takes him down. The quick send coming up with value as Hyunmin rides the rope, gets himself situated up top here at Sands. Izu on the site. Ooh, the shoulder spotted, the shot's opening up. Gets a glimpse of it. Eventually is able to find the kill. 2-player advantage now here in the hands of DRX as they want as clean of an anti-ego as they can get. Carpe does have that namesake sheriff in hand, but it swiftly falls to the floor as it's just going to be a bit of a meat grinder here. So back and forth, 2 kills found. A bit of damage dealt. I believe 1 weapon going to be left behind, but DRX get the double digits.
Yeah, they're just really in tune right now, covering their angles nicely. Of course, this smother of utility. Everything in the kitchen sink to make sure Buzz had nowhere to go. Just breaks open the space there at Rope.
Busan.
And the DRX fans are fired up in Busan. That was really nicely done. You drop a couple guns, sure, but you've got 2 rifles, including 2 bulldogs, to back up this bonus. Boy, oh boy. A little bit of attention being played, but this time,
Yeah, that's how patiently.
Exactly.
Now looking for the strike. Hyunmin jumping forward, swings up the corner, wins out the fight versus Buzz. Stacks with a quick peek out. Does manage to go ahead and trade it back. Player advantage equalized. Weapon scooped up though, so firepower widely, evenly distributed.
Just a tap of the orb, grab it and go. That's gonna pull the rotation at least temporarily from T1.
Just Meteor here on the side by himself.
Look at how patient Flashback has been. Just looking for that Meteor lurk. Meteor had a real struggle on this site the last time against DRX. He was getting absolutely bullied. Taeho utility again should be clearing out that early trip. See if he can hold the line.
You're dancing around the center boxes, able to find one. Mako put down on the floor, but now they look at the refill space over at A, freeing. Slowly trying to drip forward to make a contact here against Izu, who wins out the fight.
30 seconds left.
3 players now on this A site. Meteor sounding the call, saying, yep, they're all pushing in towards main right now. As the door at Sands gets opened up. Swap of the weapon. All of this being heard, all of this being noted by T1, who seemingly have this round in hand. With Meteor getting ever closer.
Nice try.
Finding that backstab. 10 seconds remaining. Nothing more that can be done here from Bane. Try to get some kills. Gets 1. The call to back away, leave him be, has been made. 3 players surviving, 2 left without their weapons. T1, fight back.
Yeah, this is much better now in a lot of different respects from T1. Even though Buzz gets bested by Hyunmin.
4 people are watching. Guys, make sure to hit that like and
Barely got a glimpse of
subscribe.
him in time before the flash landed to try to bail Hyunmin
ये
out.
राउंड में जितने फ्रैग्स मिल सकते थे निकाल लिए. बढ़िया
Nice
है.
hold from Izu. Meteor on the other side. Really important that Meteor is going to be a nuisance, that he's picking up a kill or two every time that DRX is going to commit to B. Him and Carpe are having a little bit of problems over on that side of the map. So one round doesn't give you a great sample size to see if that's really been completely adjusted.
Oh my God, Buzz! What a shot! Takes Hyunmin clean out of the sky. Flat pack to cross. Mako caught trying to go for the orb. Meteor takes him down, freeing, tries to trade it out. The boombot cleared. Bane trying to force his way forward here, but now Arcade has been reflooded. Bane is all on his lonesome, stuck up here and now killed off.
पूरा वाट लगा दिया, क्रंच कर दिया.
As T1 not going quietly into the night. They will keep the gap ever more narrow. His flashback's position is noted, but no one really wants to try to take this weapon away from him. No one going on the hunt.
There's not much flashback can do at this point. Save the gun. Move on to the next round there. It's DRX. Bane has some money, but the rest of the economy is a little bit shaky for them. Another great setup there. And this time, putting Buzz up on top of the generator causes some real issues as he's able to find that impressive as hell kill. And Meteor able to get the one before he gets taken down. And then Buzz right there to get back into tower to reinforce that space.
10 seconds
Smother
left.
DRX out of that round. Much better reactions. Much better setups on the defender side. So T1 has gotten a little bit of extra prep in, a little bit of extra time to think about how they want to handle this defender side. And who would have thought maybe Fracture's defender sided today? It do be like that sometimes.
Well, 2-2 so far on this half. We'll have to wait and see, but I mean, Buzz,
Oh.
snappy reaction. So very crisp. And just the refilling of space here for T1.
Yep.
Not allowing for that spike to be obtained, not allowing for that tower position to be established, and that is
जब टाइम आउट आता है ना ऐसा लगता है भाई ठीक है. अच्छा ग्रम्पी भाई is also going in. हाँ. ये किसकी कास्टिंग है देखते हैं.
But Vision, he is going to check all the sidelines, all the corners of the path so that he can ensure that finish as soon as possible and move ahead towards the zone.
इनको मैंने
Anyhow,
cast किया.
yeah, here we have got the another finish in his.
For those reasons, we can wait for now. Okay, actually, Chaos has been taken down, but other teams like SPS, if we talk about them, they're still there, waiting for their opportunity, waiting for their.
The man advantage they are having, that represents their team coordination, and that was a worthy winning in this match. But obviously, against the fight, we have seen Megatron Esports, Diesel Esports, that was really impressive on the breach. Diesel Esports really won that really good, but this time also they were having good enough finishes. Shyam was having 8 finishes, we have seen that. But again,
making it a little bit easier here.
Showstopper, late draw on that one. Sends it point blank right at Izu's feet. Carpe flushed down, stacks now out into the open. Cannot confirm either kill. Damage dealt to both Hyunmin and Flashback, but both still breathing.
Spike planted.
Buzz now arriving. It's one into the shoulder. He's got his work cut out for him. Economy's in a decent place, and Meteor does manage to open things up a little bit, but given that you're both collectively down below a single full HP bar, it's gonna take a hell of a lot more before you can actually commit to trying to go for this retake.
Meteor's already saving.
Yeah, the jiggle on the one. Only Buzz saying, well, I've got money. See if I can take some away from DRX, but that fault line is gonna be enough to seal the deal. Retreat will be sounded here. DRX off the back of the timeout. Not allowing for T1 to continue clawing things back. They'll get themselves up to 11.
Yeah, this is nice adjustments from DRX. Good timeout from Termi, as usual. Just taking advantage of some of that open space that hadn't been explored up on the north side of the map. And T1 this time not really as quick to react to it. Kind of just setting up 3 players in there, but with a showstopper bouncing through, flashback connecting on the way in. Just not a lot that T1 can really do in that situation. It's just a really good setup from DRX. Very difficult to stop that if you're going to commit to a 3-person defense on that A site.
Operator.
Op.
Buzz gonna be able to play off the back of the camera here, over on that arcade side.
Drone is down.
Flashback noted, Izu still hanging around. Goes for the jiggle peek. Sends out the stun, now can just look to re-swing. Couple shots through the dish, but as he swings out, Flashback has the headshot. Comes up with the good, stacks with an answer back though, keeps things evened up at 4-4. Paint Shield to keep him at bay for now, Carpe lingering within the smoke. Spike being brought forward out of main plant onto the corner.
You've got so many good ults for this retake.
Look at what Bane just got, Rolling Thunder, as well as that Armageddon. Used in conjunction can be such a deadly combo. It's Buzz for now, just trying to check out default, trying to check underneath.
Oh, look at the Mako.
Showstopper now going to be drawn out. Red carpet thrown. Huntman on the peak, ends up getting taken down. But here comes the Rolling Thunders now. Just going to be sent out, dueling against one another. Carpet trying to go on the swing. Sends out the molly, hits zone back. Mako able to find one. Swing onto the corner. No, they get cooked alive. Mako dead to the aftershock. And with the cleanup on the Bane, T1, they win out the brawl.
What a reaction from Stacks. To have that aftershock there to deal with Mako's lurk. My goodness. That's brutal. And Yunmin there challenging that ultimate, pays the price. That is disgusting from Flashback.
It's a clean shot.
Oh, he stuck around.
Yeah, just doesn't backpedal what was greening, trying to get the kill. Mako likely thinking my life for this elimination gets us the round win, but comes up shy of the mark. The gap now, once again, 4 rounds separating. It's freeing. Just a classic in hand.
You just wait behind for your teammate to die and then scoop it up off of him.
I think you'd prefer to take it off an enemy.
Yeah, of course. I'm talking about ranked player mentality there.
Sure. But now.
Oh, look at these. Oh, this trips. These are nice. A little bit deeper. You might lose the first one of the salvos, but that second one on the site gives you a little bit of flexibility to fall back.
Buzz. Oh, that's the classic on the ground. Bring dead now. Seal Garden going to be sent Buzz up and over the top. Let's back out a little bit to go ahead and send the paint shell. Weapons jammed up here for the moment as the site gets ready to be taken. Meteor, however, still in tower. Izu arriving, seeing Flashback. Ready to send out the stun. Flashback tucks away. Meteor spraying through, however, gets a sense of it. Knows where Hyunmin's going to be holding. Comes up with the kill. Buzz now up back into his hands. Takes down Mako. Stacks staying alive as they just get picked apart one after the other. Flawless round for T1. As this map is far from over.
No doubt about it.
I thought 9-3
Just great anticipation of some of the movements of DRX
तो 2 ही round है 9-3
Buzz getting some value out of the op. Meteor playing his life nicely, dodging that Steel Garden. Not really giving it much opportunity to find effect. Just great patience shown from T1 there. Buzz just hiding in a smoke, waiting out the Steel Garden. Rest of the team shows up. This might be timeout.
क्या हो रहा है ये? अबे यार ये बार-बार ट्विच का ही सीन है. ट्विच पे ही होता है. Sometimes I feel brave पे देख लेना चाहिए. दर्शक अडवाइन आना ये
हो गया टाइम आउट खत्म राउंड शुरू लेट्स गो
Separating.
Well, they just go for this fast hit. And Buzz just has a great position there to anticipate it. Mako still did quite a bit of damage. Got him down to 30 health. Stacks right there to reinforce. Swings out. Meteor comes up from the rope. Drops two. T1 dodging that execute quite nicely. Capitalizing there. Bit of a gamble from DRX out of that timeout. Does not pay off. Now you're down to an eco. Some util being sent Stacks' way.
Okay, not enough of a gap as the aftershock is also there from Bane. A very nice trap play.
What is that?
It's disgusting is what it is.
Oh my god.
Util dump gets him an early advantage.
That is awesome.
Stacks now gonna have to be IGLing from beyond the grave as Buzz still trying to get into a very forward aggressive position here with that off.
Whoa.
Just does not nail the flick, freeing. Beams him with the Sheriff. What a headshot.
That got the DRX fans in the crowd fired up. I felt like this map was very much theirs. And all of a sudden, it has been slipping through their fingers. Again, trying to make sure the area under rope is theirs.
Meteor still here though.
Not having any of it.
Holds Hyunmin at base. Salvo sent from Izu. Slowing up the approach where possible. Spain gets another Orb 3 away from having the ult online. Orbital is available for Mako. Carpe has one on the opposite side. Looks like they're going to try to flush somebody out into the open. That works a treat. Flashback, line of sight. Izu ends up falling. Their own Orbital now going through, but Flashback inches forward. Effectively barrel stuffs Meteor, and it gets Carpe in the smoke. What a round from Flashback. A thrifty to get DRX up the map point.
Oh, and just when things looked like maybe T1 had a comeback in the works, it is stymied. A banger from Freeing, and then Flashback gets to work with the op from Buzz. Thank you very much. Oh, he saw the iPad. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Takes it right out of Carpe's hand. Password protected. Parental controls in play. Boombot scouting forward here, making sure there's no immediate forward presence at B main. T1 still a full buy, still an op behind. They have enough money to continue onward. They can persevere through this round.
I like this. I want to see a little bit of more trickery towards this A side. You've got the op clearing a lot of space. You've got Mako there to reinforce. I mean, if you can just get a pick here with all the attention you created over at B, you might feel comfortable to pull the trigger.
Just waiting for any kind of contact here.
Sound आते वो stun करेगा.
Slowly, steadily creeping forward, but
Carpe.
Real line of sight for him to get. Carpe is there, but around the corner. Likely be Izu. They clash first and foremost. As Hyunmin trying to go for the entry. Flashbacking forward, Stacks. Trying desperately to hunt him down. The wide swing out though, Mako. Able to find one. Hyunmin gets Izu. Carpe now forced to push up into the smoke. Gets a headshot on the Bane, but cannot confirm the kill.
30 seconds left.
It's now down to Buzz and Meteor. Try to turn the tides of the round. The spot out. The op shot ends up going wide, rolling, then crashing across Meteor. Dropped. DRX looking for the finisher. The bounce into the corner. The stun connects. Buzz manages to hit him with the no-scope. There's so much more work to be done. Everyone low on HP, but with just the operator, can he pull it off? Look at the shot somehow. Does get Hyunmin from that angle, but can do no more. DRX, they take Fracture. They get themselves up to match point.
Oh boy.
मेरे गूगल क्रोम का सीन है यार नया क्रोम भी नहीं खोल रहा नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग है
फाइनली हैदराबाद भी वही देख रहे हैं ना। वो क्या कर रहा है, इज प्लेइंग। हिनवी 3000 हिंदी में भी चल रहा है ना अभी तक तो। टिका इज आल्सो हियर। A Valorant video but all of my issues so far। कर सकते हैं ये वीडियो भी। Oh, Golu Bhai is also doing it। कौन सा वाला ला ला? अच्छा ये वाला है। मेरे को विषयानंद देखे, विषयानंद पे भागो। Sunday afternoon stream। Yoga Bhai is doing Valorant 5v5। एक IMS on the unseen video of Jharkhand mimicry। अय्यो 17,000। अच्छा ऐसे। हाँ 5 साल पहले वो था PMIT वाला। उन लोगों ने खुद ने पॉडकास्ट अरेंज किया था या maybe also went wrong। इनके पास क्या करने को है, समझा क्या थी। Celestial body Marvel Rivals। फ्री train to Busan 1 day ago। okay my members bullying each yes but that's ping pong। ड्रॉ आ गए अमेरिका के भी ड्रॉ आ गए।
has seen work.
It can be over. It can be over in the next map. That's it. Let's go. भाई streamer life simulator start करना है यार. खत्म भी करना है उसके. From video purpose start करेंगे तो आज 9 तारीख है ना, 13 तारीख तक सारे वीडियोस बना के हम लोग खत्म कर सकते हैं. 4 दिन में we can complete end the whole game चाहिए तो. Day 1 पे starting from nothing to getting everything. Let's do it. Let's do it. मैं बोल रहा हूँ खत्म करते हैं भाई. Streamer life simulator में Singularity Phantom आई है. कैप्चर बन गेम कैप्चर चालू. खाली डीएम खेलते हैं ना. एक डीएम.
Match found.
एक डीएम खत्म कर दे, मैच वैसे ही चालू जाएगा.
They have no idea how heartless I am.
I don't know. I just wanted to do it. I did it. Simple. गेम चालू होने में कितना वक्त है? अभी खत्म कर सकती है. लाइक DRX पूरी तरह से खत्म कर सकती है. Again, T1 will go with Vice and they will go with Viper. Again, that will happen. so level retired son. मेरे से भी आगे भाई. मेरा तो 512 515 कुछ होगा. फटाफट मार के.
Not ready yet. Not ready yet.
Let the bullets fly.
Not ready yet.
You're finished.
You disappoint me.
मैं reload कर लिया. मैं reload करते रहे.
Away. I win again. Charge your ults. Who else?
तो यहाँ पे फ्री नहीं होता तो भाई 2 बार मार के.
Still in sight.
New stage in 10.
कोई मार रहा है.
Stage 2.
खत्म करो.
Done. Enemy killed.
सब एडिट कर रहे हो
Reloading. Cutting their vision.
Charge your ults.
I'm pissed. That's 3. My ult's ready.
New stage in 10. Stage 3.
प्लेयर है भाई
Go, go, go.
Stand up. I don't think so.
Taken out.
Neutralized.
इसको फिर भी ऐड पड़ेगा
Ultimate orb spawning.
Go, go, go.
I'm a good shot.
या
Destabilizing. My ult is ready. My ult is ready. It's a rampage.
Insecto.
10 seconds until stage change. Final stage.
Gotta go.
No distraction. Oh, I like it.
खत्म करो ना
Alex, my ult's ready. Cutting their vision.
हाँ ये अपना
My ult's not ready. Here we go.
Not enough.
One down.
Next.
2 मिनट अभी है मैच बिगिन होने में
Die. Blocking sight.
One less.
Reloading. Stealing sight.
It's you and me. Ultimate orb spawning.
My ult's ready. My ult's ready.
Try again.
Hi! I'm pissed! They will cower! Welcome to my world!
Dominating. Making 15 kills remaining.
That's 3! Poor wretch. The hunt begins! I'm out of here!
10 kills remaining.
I'm out of here!
That's 3. Five kills remaining. Breaking down.
Blocking sight!
Breaking down.
Stealing sight!
Ultimate orb spawning. Over there.
तो लेना वैन ना चल रही भाई आ गए क्या टाइमिंग है भाई मेरी मस्त. End it bro, end it. I will just suggest you guys कि end कर लो इसको.
The explosive executes through the Viper wall. You're going to have to rely a lot more on the hard executes of the Teo and hard underarm flashing your way through on the KO. I mean, the Teo KO combo, what a classic. You love to see it. But yeah, I'd agree. T1 with a lot of reps on this. TRX most recently played Gen.G and struggled to beat them, barely beat them on this map. So if you're using Gen.G as a measuring stick here, I think that T1 was a little bit more convincing against them on this map, to be fair.
All right, well, let's find out who's right after all that ruckus. We're going to go back to our casters, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Alrighty, here we go. DRX now at match point. T1 needing to persevere through this map of bind to extend us all the way to split. Let us find out if they're going to be able to get it done, to hang in there, to still have a shot at their first ever trophy here in their first ever VCT Grand Final.
It's going to be a really interesting one. I mean, DRX was able to beat Gen.G on this the last time they played it. A couple of spots there for Bane, but it went into OT. Meanwhile, T1 seemingly figuring out some of the problems that they were having, taking down Gen.G as well yesterday. It went a little bit deeper than maybe T1 wanted to there towards the end, but they were able to stabilize, come through with the win. It's not for T1 here on this defensive side. Trying to get a pistol to go. Something they could not do on Fracture. Stack's ready with the knife to try to stall up this attack. This looks like a pretty good preparation. Oh, Buzz, though, took a big chunk of damage.
And he does flashback a Sheriff on the opposite side. Able to get that hit through. Paint Shell's going to be sent out, Gunman. Bouncing forward, trying to take some space, but a good hit comes in. Buzz able to find Bane with a Paint Shell. Mako similarly going to be taken down. Freeing is able to find one.
No.
Gunman fights back a little bit more, but now Izu arriving. Gets himself into showers. Spike in hand here for Hyunmin. 24 HP. Meteor wrapping around the back. Spots the head, gets the kill. Spike will get planted, but the pistol goes to T1.
Just a really good read on the pistol round here for T1. So prepared. It's a really good thing Buzz doesn't die in showers, because if he does, it could be a very, very different round. He's able to turn and throw that paint shells. And they're able to reinforce that attempted A-short hit that DRX had set up. Landing nicely for Stacks.
I would say one thing. वो नेड तो बेन पे पड़ा ना वो गलत था.
Mow players down. DRX punches back. Able to get through, get the plant down. That's about it. At that point, round was basically over. So now an Outlaw for Buzz, Guardian for Meter, Bulldog for Carpe, and 2 Sheriffs. So it looks like a bit of a save up there for T1. Hoping to come through, have a buy up towards that bonus. Meteor gonna get flushed out by the Tejo utility.
Fully flushed out.
So not able to put that Guardian to good use initially as a fallback spot towards Tube. Stack with Izu.
Flash up over the top, does get the connection, forcing Meteor down, and Hyunmin's able to collect one. Izu eliminated Meteor now. Trying to reposition. There's another flash. It's a full catch, and now they know exactly where he's at. Hyunmin able to find it, gets himself third. He comes with the Guardian, the Outlaw, the push forward. Buzz, barrel stuffing, able to find one, but only has a classic in reverse. But now Carpe mows down 2.
Carpe tried his level best, bro.
Gets the final shot across in DRX. They win out the eco round. The successes of T1 from the pistol completely undone.
These are just absolutely gorgeous flashes from Bane to set up his team. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Gets a kill to boot. Woo, freeing up and over that tube. And that's a huge round for DRX T1. Now gonna have to just rely on some Sheriffs and a Guardian of their own. But my word, Bane has been really impactful today for DRX in a lot of different ways.
That's the kind of round with these pressures, knowing that the enemy team is already at match point that can very much work against you. Meteor pushing forward, trying to take some space, trying to catch him off guard, but DRX seemingly very well prepared for it. Stacks, however, was able to utilize a forced up weapon, come away with at least a kill. Flash forward, gonna look to try to play off the back of this one as the Dizzy also goes out, but it's a quick tuck back into the teleporter to stay safe. Izu re-swinging dead. Mako finding it. Buzz eventually able to put down his former comrade there. The weapon not going to be recoverable. 3v3, still just the two Sheriffs and the Guardian, with the spike now being brought back across towards this B site.
Oh, and that knife is going to get some good info.
Catches onto one.
Still, it's going to allow them to stick in this two-man stack, this 2-1 split. Carpe hasn't seen a damn thing over on A.
The slow creep out, Stacks. I think he's been noticed here, but oh, there's the elbow.
30 seconds left.
There's the put down. Buzz now. Sheriff in hand here from Hoka. DRX should be able to read this reposition as they slowly sweep their way across. Tucked in just below the window here is Bane.
Of the patience, wait for Carpe.
Repositions. The plant, the elbow spotted. Buzz just trying to play it as quietly as he can. Now is going to be forced.
भाई
Make some noise.
वीकर वेपन्स का यही तो
Find the
प्रॉब्लम है
kill. All on
कनेक्ट
Carpe.
हुआ तो शाम तक
That
नहीं तो
staple Sheriff
भाई
in his
शाम तक
hand. Trusty in the past. Can he find it?
Uh-huh.
Cracks the wide swing. Eventually is able to go ahead and clean one up. 4 bullets in the cylinder. Spring, does he swing the challenge? Couple shots over towards his legs. The reload through. Expecting the swing off the back. Eats quiet a bit there from the salvo. Finds one.
Oh my.
Carpe at least making it costly, if not getting them all 5 players dead. As Bane, he'll make plenty of noise. He knows that Carpe has no other recourse but to try to hold for it. So we'll be able to close out the round. We'll go 2-1 here. RTRX.
बच गया
But Carpe, he makes them suffer for it.
Jeez. Never doubt Carpe when he's got a Sheriff in hand. I mean, the kill here for Stack, so impactful to take Hyunmin out. That slows up DRX, not really able to make it execute the way they'd like.
Nice shot.
So then they have to kind of just win some battles at range to break open the space.
Finally freeing,
Good
making it
recognition there from Freeing. Somebody could
the
still
way he
Kuka.
wanted to.
That's a great reaction, great understanding, great map awareness from him. He's got an Armageddon. They've got a showstopper. Orbital strike, though, for Carpe off the back of that play. So some dueling ultimates could be very, very impactful.
Can absolutely help them tie things up here. Still full investment behind as Izu. Going to reposition, looks to send out the Dizzy. Quick clear.
Buzz has got an op, so this is a very important round for T1's economy.
Armageddon. Bring out the red carpet. The Monster try to hold them at bay there for a moment, but it dissipates and Hyunmin goes in on the entry. Izu figuring out here against it, but cannot win the fight. Hyunmin will find victory. The rest of the team
Nice.
held back, but Hyunmin
Indeed.
opens up the site, seemingly on his lonesome. Shots here from Meteor.
Nice.
Ends up falling. Stack's now dead, and Meteor trapped. As Buzz, not much that he's going to be able to do here. Given that, and with Meteor
that
dead,
phantom
he's
movement.
got to hightail it out. They get the orbital committed. They get the plant. They get the round. DRX 3-1.
Oh, just phenomenal reactions again from Hyunmin. These entries today have at times been just jaw-dropping. The way that he's able to adjust and just clear players out. I mean, Izu tucks in behind the box, just hides himself and still able to be dealt with. And then he gets, I think it was Carpe coming in through the door at B. Absolutely ridiculous. Nothing else to say about it from Hyunmin. Still for Buzz.
Needing to hit that shot. The only thing that they have left to their names going into this next round is
That
this
operator.
Given the rest of the economy here for the team. Here's to see if there's
भाई Genji versus
very early
DRX होता
timeout
ना तो
call.
it would have been like
If we just
a
keep
good
on
one.
rolling, Autumn has been
T1 versus DRX में तो always TRX will win it. ठीक है कार पे अच्छा खेल रहा है बस.
Oh, God, that is nasty. Mako, steady as always there to reinforce, shut Stacks down.
बस अच्छा खेल रहा है कार पे अच्छा खेल रहा है बट
good
तुम
so
मैच
far
कहाँ
for
करोगे
DRX.
बे यार बहुत टफ है मैच करना लाइक अगर तुम माको को मैच करने की बात कर रहे हो फ्लैशबैक को यहाँ पर मार्क करने की बात कर रहे हो बेन है.
Fan out a bit. See if there's any aggressive plays off of this lower buy. You do have 1 kill away from a showstopper as well for Buzz, or 1 orb. Meteor has a Marshall. We know that he can be an absolute nightmare. Has that wall and the Razor Vine to kind of back himself up. Stacks as well. Gonna let loose with a long range knife.
Flash connecting once again here. Meteor just not getting that angle before the smoke can Blooms, Hyunmin trying to play entry. Here comes the showstopper. Stacks, quick to bounce his way out.
Oh, Meteor.
Up towards Hyunmin, and Meteor is catching a stray. Showstopper here for Buzz, will be able to find one free and going to be traded out.
Oh.
One in that regard. Carbe, Sheriff again, finds Mako with a headshot. Bane trying to hold things down. Just a glimpse of multiple players. The pivot is going to be called here as the Spike makes its way into the teleporter. 4 players strong, weapons now given to the site is given up, can be recovered. That's going to be that much more firepower here for T1 to try to turn the tides of this round. They have the man advantage, and now they've got weapons.
Spike planted.
I love this flank, though, from Buzz. This is going to be really tricky. But DRX trying to get ahead of it. Flashback playing elbow.
But he needs for the rest of the team to still continue to be able to break through. So he's making his way forward. Hyunmin, the one tap, finding it. Bane! I thought he was blinded up! Still managing to find the kill. Buzz now here in hookah. But do they give him the opportunity at all? And Hyunmin, he's here in tube, and he's going to stay stuck there. Buzz just not going to have line of sight until this very moment. And with 23 HP, he doesn't know where Flashback is. He's been tucked here at elbow the entire time. Flashback considering the chip, sees it,
timing
knows that he is not on it,
killa
knows that he can't take the op out of their hands, but knows that the round is won.
Timing killa dis.
Goodness. Hyunmin is really on point here on Bind. And now you start to worry that the gas in the tank for T1 may be running out. Just having to play so many brutal matches over these last 3 days.
Oh my goodness.
So that was great backup from Bane. God, man. God.
Disgusting.
Just one taps galore.
Over, it's over, it's over.
Of the long B space from Izu, potentially. I mean, we'll see what T1 wants to do. Or just anybody, frankly. It doesn't have to be Izu. It's just generally the Gecko that's in control of that long B area. But it looks like for now, they're just going to play a little bit further back. Buzz still has the op. So let him maybe sit over there, although he's rotating pretty quickly. There was that long knife from Bane over into Bath. And so that pulled a rotation there. And that's going to keep an extra player away from this B site. Carpe going to have to play for his life a little bit. Izu holding the line at hookah, but instead DRX says, we didn't get any contact there. Let's make sure hookah's clear.
Izu backing away quickly. Full util still ready to be used. Buzz in the meantime. Bit of a walkabout outside of showers. Can't spot anything, but Carpe is coming away with great game sense. Finds an open kill there on to freeing. A lot of that oomph from the entry power. It's in the hands of that tail. Now lies dead on the floor.
Check his
pushed all the way out.
Just continues to gain more and more information here for the team. 0 point as well. Scouting.
30 seconds left.
Both commands are ready on both sides. Stacks.
Nah, bro.
The window goes flashback, and he's going to get dropped. Bane's able to find one. Meteor going to be taken down, but Stacks, ever present, is away with one. Hyunmin will fall. Now just Bane and Mako in a 2v4 with Buzz. This long journey, this pilgrimage that he has gone on, and will finally bear some fruit. Finds a kill on Mako. There's nothing more that Bane can do other than try to make it a little bit more costly, but Stacks says no. Clean response. T1 get themselves a second round win off the back of the timeout.
Yeah, it's just kind of DRX trying to find a way into B, and this time around, they're not having any of it. It helps when you spray down a player in a smoke like that. Like you said, when it's a Tejo as well, that nullifies a lot of that execute power. That whole round, Buzz is just holding shift and walking around with that op. Look looking to see exactly what's going on. That kind of puts the dagger into that round for T1, but really just good rotations, good quick reactions. DRX second guessing themselves a little bit.
Yeah. Snail's pace movement from DRX than what we've been seeing in the previous.
सीधा execute.
Salva's going to be sent fragment down into the corner. That's Hyunmin dead. You're forced back just a little bit, but still has quite a bit of space to work with as he's just going to go for some spray, and he comes up with 2. Flashback will recover the weapon. Gets himself around the corner.
4-3.
Looks like the hopes of another thrifty here from DRX have been squashed a bit. Solid headshot. Still snappy here is Flashback. But at this point, it would take shambolic disaster for T1 to have this round slip away from them. And it's all about just closing this as cleanly as humanly possible. Flashback going to be noted. And no, they just push up the back of the wall. Carpe will be able to deal with it as Buzz finds the follow-up. 1 round
खत्म करो बे 4-1 था 4-3 हो गया 13-7 तक खत्म करो.
None of the shenanigans from the eco are going to give you any difficulties. Just reading that short A hit pretty well. Again, this is part of the map that in the 2 rounds we've seen DRX try to go for it in the pistol, and in this round hasn't really been able to find anything to really claim as a prize off the back of it. So let's see, another timeout now. This time DRX doesn't like what he's seeing as Termi wants to have a discussion, and I don't blame him. I mean, I think obviously the B stuff got figured out quick enough. We didn't have a repeat. Who was that team?
Holy moly.
Holy moly, thank you.
Exactly.
लूशिया वाली टीम है क्लैस्टीन वगैरह. DRX got 2. Bane नीचे है.
They can pick him up. The rotations now. Time bought. Orbital strike towards backside Buzz, just alongside the blast radius. Safe for the moment. Does he get the pickup? Is it just a teleporter pivot? Is the question. Sent down, flash connecting onto Stacks, tucks back.
Nice.
Swings dead. Mako able to find the headshot. Meteor now joining here.
Nice.
Tries a wide swing, but freeing. Breaks up the 1v1, comes up over the top. And once again, it's Buzz.
Buzz just ran away वो time पे.
Here saddled
पता था
with his
उसको.
operator. Forced away. Forced to save. DRX timeout will find success.
Well, they get bailed out by Bane. I mean, he just absolutely goes crazy there at that long A fight. I think T1 normally probably expects to come away with that with at least an even trade. And then Bane lands a great flash again onto Stacks.
Early on this hunt. How deep does he pursue? He's got enough behind personally to be able to afford another buy, and he is creeping into the right direction. Time ticking here on the spike. Buzz now. Sights back over towards the teleporter for a moment. It's flashback, swinging, can't see a damn thing. There we go. So we have to get the round scorecard out of the way, but looks like that'll be it. Buzz will retain the operator once more. The DRX stretch the lead.
Golly. And then, I mean, that's just such great stuff there. When you have your ult as well, you can pop it, be the sacrificial lamb for the execute. God, and then get him back up and running. I'm really impressed with Bane today. Even though, you know, Hyunmin Freeing have been doing their usual work of just absolutely destroying, but he's been really on point. So that's a huge boon there for DRX. Operator. Right at the edge.
On a much more narrow line this time. Here's to cut across, freeing, able to avoid the shot. Green Shells held for a moment, now the suppress coming through. Molly to try to slow things up. Hyunmin trying to get ahead of that one. Izu out from Hookah. Guns him down. Buzz capitalizes. Mako dead. Mosh now out over towards Garden. Staves off any further push. Flashback. Driving in Hookah though. An opportunity to maybe deal some damage as Carpe tucks behind the box. The jump up from Izu ends up falling. There's a swing out. It's an easy adjustment as Flashback brings it back into a 3v3. No pivot still here from DRX. Buzz up on top of the box. Brings it back into a 3v3.
Got to use this Armageddon to clear.
Nope.
See if you can get that
Steel
Viper's
Garden
pit.
at the ready. There's the spot out. Spike now. Going to be dropped. The Steel Garden invested. Flashback. Able to tuck away from this one. Meteor finds freeing. Now knowing exactly where the last player is.
30 seconds left.
T1 poised to once again shorten this gap down to just a singular round. So the call widely is going to be for Flashback to just hold on to this Vandal though. Freeing not having much money.
Let's see if there's any
10
chase.
seconds
There's enough
left.
money for a few players to go on the hunt for T1 if they so choose. Just a quick recheck with a knife.
Off back in hand here for Buzz. He swings out a little bit, but
not
going to go in for the fight here, it would seem. Once again, faded to just have this standoff between Flashback, but both go their separate ways. Man, Hyunmin. I'm down again.
If they get to
Transits.
7-5 in
Brutal
the favor
headshots
of
onto him while
DRX,
he's
then it's
blast back and
beneficial,
forth.
bro.
Well, it's a pain point for T1 so far, is not being able to shut down Hyunmin. But this round, no clear of Hookah cost DRX dearly. Even though Flashback eventually able to find his way through. It's kind of too little too late there and not able to get any of their ults or anything else to create a little bit of space. Now we're getting a little bit of Shower's attention.
We are. Ooh. The chase back. Boombot gonna have to be cleared. Now op confirmed. Paint shell to further delay. Let's look to reaggress.
Homie आएगा.
Okay, the Thrash now gonna be sent through the teleporter on the chase, but everybody already successfully disconnecting away from this position. Buzz is gonna inch forward again off of this. And the rotations begin for T1. Carpe as well as Meteor starting to inch their way towards B. DRX maybe looking for a bit of a split call, maybe wanting to try to draw some more attention back towards this A site.
Armageddon है, Viper's pit है.
Create a little bit of noise. This time around, you got freeing, I think, to help clear Hookah, although he's quite far behind.
Carpe's got an orbital. Armageddon's going to be coming out. There goes the ultimate just in front of the Mosh. DRX, however, not fully committing. No one getting caught. Paint shells won't find too much, but the suppress will connect. For the moment. Oh, Buzz, the shot whiffing, but the shorty will not. Mows him down the teleporter play now coming through. Zach's here to try to hold the line. Showers creeping forward the fragment, keeping them at bay for the moment as the flash turned away from both players. Skillfully dodging it out. Hyunmin able to find one. Buzz looking for a little bit more. He ends up falling down as Hyunmin comes away with the second.
It's getting थोड़ा सा messy, but it's all good.
Play now in play. Izu arriving here at Heaven, and Hyunmin finds Carpe.
चार मार दिया.
The 4K as DRX get up to 6.
God, he is just electric.
भाई क्या मार रहा है?
Take advantage of a bit of a witch shot, but this slide.
अरे क्या इंटरनेट गया? इंटरनेट तो जा नहीं सकता. इंटरनेट गया क्या? I don't think so. इंटरनेट जाएगा.
It's just so swift.
It is. What do you do?
किधर गया भाई? अरे क्राफ्टन इन था मेरे को वैलोरेंट ई स्पोर्ट्स मेरे को लग रहा है इंटरनेट का जीजी है शायद मैच देखूं भाई मैं
तीन लोगों ने गोलियां चलाई हैं और डीजी किसी से नहीं Sometimes this team amaze me.
They surely do. चलिए
Tanya D is also doing it. Wow. VCT Pacific.
To make this neck and neck at the half.
6-5 हो गया मैं थोड़ा switch क्या कर रहे क्या 6-5 हो gaya bhai
This Judge so annoying. You need to maintain hookah control. Judge can definitely be one way to make it a little bit easier on yourself.
What a turn.
That was a great turn of the flash from Izu. As good as Bane's flashes have been, Izu there even better in his reaction. So now still stopper for Buzz. A couple stingers for DRX.
I like that Buzz has been holding on to this because that pit is in play. You know that if Flashback is able to get into position, utilize that, the Showstopper is very good at helping to clear out.
What?
Just picks him to pieces. Mako finds the third. Stacks and Meteor now. Try to somehow turn the tides of this one. The pit already in play. Flashes forward.
Internet का issue है भाई.
Mako ends up getting mowed down. Stacks.
जल्दी खत्म करो बे.
Flashback the pit now out of play. Still alive, but now all on his lonesome. Push under the corner, needing desperately to isolate and divide to conquer. Doesn't want up and over the top. They're just peeking him. They're playing with him. As they both tuck back into the corner. Could fragment. Lock them into elbow for the moment, but now the salvos have been called out. Sax cannot get started on this. Fragment down, Bane disrespects it. Swoops out and takes down his former IGL. DRX out in the lead, 7-5 at the half.
Switching sides.
It's just another crucial flash that shuts Buzz out of this round, basically. And I don't know, Hyunmin, oh, he saw the elbow. Crazy good stuff. Mako, quick to trade.
Stacks दो मार लिया
Though
तो.
Buzz had the showstopper. They played that really nicely. Great discipline being shown from DRX in a lot of these.
जाओ भाई फटाफट यहाँ पे ये हाफ में ही खत्म करो ट्रॉफी उठाओ घर जाओ. Because I need a good rest. अरे भाई इतने सारे बैंड्स. Let's go.
Have that showers, have that crossfires.
7-5.
A lot of the way they've been playing it, but maybe today.
अगर पेस्टल
they were
DRX
like, oh, you
जीतती
guys
है
just
जो
go
कि
B all the
most
time.
likely हो सकता है.
Maybe we can do that too.
Then it will be
Doesn't seem like it though. Not
the
this round.
game of DRX. 9-5 हो जाएगा और DRX निकाल
So you're
देगी.
trying to spur on T1.
लेकिन स्मोक देखा कितना डीप है. भाई बीलोंग का स्मोक इतना डीप है.
Inspire some hope to get some momentum behind the players. Playing a very exhaustive weekend of Valorant. 3 series in a row. As there's the bounce forward.
Mako
Buzz,
gets
cut down
okay.
the side.
Yes,
Mako
yeah.
quickly does get
Oh,
traded out.
Izu.
Oh, sights turn towards showers.
Izu with
Takes
double.
out flashback. Bane now. Or just stay quiet within the smoke.
भाई
No,
बेन
does
मारा
go
भाग
for a
गया.
time and peek and gets rewarded for his troubles.
3v3 बिना स्मोक के.
0 point reveals Carpe over in
एक
lamps. The split
पेंशिल
still coming through his
है
meteor.
to work
On the approach to that
with.
sheriff in hand.
हो सकता है retake.
Closer and closer to the showers, but now it's been spotted and dealt with. Freeing comes away with the
Ah,
kill.
yeah, yeah,
Gets up a second,
ये
pushing up into the
पिस्टल
smoke.
गॉड है
Immediately
भाई.
goes on into the smoke. Carpe, however, trying to win it out, but
Nice.
his attention is being pulled in too many
ये पिस्टल गॉड
directions.
है भाई, ये पिस्टल गॉड है.
Hyunmin will find the headshot. DRX will find the pistol as they move the lead up by 3.
I don't know what you're supposed to do against that as T1. Freeing just absolutely out of his mind. This is a great move from Bane. Great timing on this. Catches a glimpse on Meteor. And then Stax is trying to hold the line outside a truck. Freeing just reacts faster.
It's just, I mean, he's so quick. He's
He
so
is.
accurate. I mean, this is the guy, I believe it was Woot, who reported him for cheating while he was here for Champions because his aim was just ungodly in solo queue.
Well, him and Hyunmin look like they're potentially rewardable sometimes. How good they've been so far this stage. T1, this is kind of what I'm talking about. This is the classic T1 bind execute.
You have to know what Buzz has got in his hand there coming at you.
Yep.
So space going to be conceded.
Now they won the
Forced away.
pistol.
Lance
Lamps
for
दे
now,
दिया इनको.
unassailable.
ठीक है.
Spray through, looks for the
Plant
wingman.
okay,
Spike
plant
gets
हो
planted
गया
on the same.
लेकिन 52 HP Izu को low कर दिया.
Got to clear showers, and they know it. Flashback and Mako on that duty. This is hard to clear the halls.
He's into the corner. Buzz, however, still with a shorty, going to be steady as that boom bot gets cleared. But Pain Shell's now into the corner.
आहा
forces
बच
his
गया
position.
रे.
Jig is up on that front. You're still on the approach. All those smoke, or the spike getting ready to come through.
Oh,
ना 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 ना.
Just makes
हाँ
it two
हाँ
now
किया.
and a half.
Mako
Meteor
dead.
will find one, but
ठीक है.
then gonna
कार
take it
ने
down.
एक
Carpe
मारा.
Izu with everything left to do.
Not more than one.
Still
not
3
more
players
than
alive.
one.
Bane is holding fort. Forced
अरे
off the
मौली
launch,
वॉली.
keeping them at bay. The re-stick, they have to stay on this one. Do they have the time? I don't think they do.
कितना कुछ है
Absolutely
रे
not.
delay करने को.
It's going to be a repeat in reverse. This time, DRX dropping the anti-eco to T1.
This just takes so long. DRX is really having so many things to consider, and they're not finding good answers. They're not able to deal with Meteor and Showers. It takes a really long time to clear him out. Buzz absolutely dug in like a tick in U-Haul. So difficult to find your way through, and then they have so much delay, so much stall. Who cares? It's over at that point.
Zoe आई.
And that's just great execution of the game plan from T1. Phenomenal stuff. They're able to maybe change their destiny on this map after it looked like maybe a little bit of damage done to Mako there.
Little bit.
It's on here for him. Mako immediately giving up the position, anticipating the Buzz is going to come pouncing his way.
That's not
Buzz
leave
just right out in
Bebo.
front of the site here, swings onto the corner,
Okay.
and instantly deals with 2 players. Sheldon
Oh,
Shack,
nice
flashback,
shot,
a
Ray.
nice shot.
Spike
Will
down.
interrupt the
A.
plant for now. Carpe swinging out wider here, guaranteeing that they have him trapped in the showers. Gonna make his way around the corner. Stacks.
क्या है?
Spike interrupted once again. There's the tap.
Happening back and
Oh,
forth,
like,
back and
might
forth,
see
back and
T1 have
forth.
to make a pivot here as Meteor does take the fight, wins it out, and there's the teleporter play coming through. 2v3, quick pivot from Freeing, but just the classic in hand. Not much is going to be able to be done here.
Spike planted.
The salvos, gonna be a second too late. Really find value. Himself forward into the side for Buzz, quick to take him
भाई
down.
full
Carpe
back and forth
falling.
game चल रहा है.
It's a flashback, it's a Vandal, and an opportunity to deal even more damage here. Already, for the first buy round, it's quite a bit done. It looks like Flashback's going to be happy with his kills, and will swing out over towards Fountain to try to catch any exits.
Just a fantastic timing execute from Buzz. Finds 2 big kills, but a great response there from DRX. This time playing really patiently, maintaining Showers control, so they can delay a bit.
बहुत अच्छा
Certainly,
खेले भाई ये round DRX
T1
वाले.
will get the round win, but it's rather costly.
It is, but it's well read at the very end.
Yes.
No real information on Flashback, aside from, we'd seen him in Showers previously. They opt to rotate through into that defender spawn. They keep themselves alive. So weapon
Absolutely.
carried over, decent damage dealt as said, but that gap now basically non-existent. 1 round between these 2 teams.
भाई वो लैम्स का कंट्रोल देना था कि देना ही था.
Really going to come down to, if you can have more rounds where you can stymie those short A hits, force them into other directions, force T1 to explore some other parts of the map. And if you can win some of these battles against Meteor on the flanks, it's a real chance there for DRX. See Izu Gonna use the Dizzy to try to check the corner free and waited it out.
Wow.
Gonna get hit by the 0 point though. Did get the salvos out in time, so can delay, stall just a bit longer. They're stacking up for this.
What was that, Molly? Okay.
Just delay.
Sent, blindly. I thought it was going to be held on to, so for a second it looked like maybe it was gonna be a mistake, but there's no mistake in that. It's a good old Mako spray through the smoke.
Makabai.
And there's a flashback, able to tuck away. Avoiding damage, just keeping note of Meteor.
डबल लेयर हो गया ना, डीप स्मोक उसके बाद वाइपर वॉल.
Meteor to be there. Just gotta win.
That's okay, the Teo does end up getting some press with Mako.
Oh!
Look for the fourth, cannot make it happen. Meteor will be able to get him down, and Freeing is right there. Ready to respond is Izu.
भगा दिया इजू को.
Nothing else to do, no recourse available. Just has to hightail it out and hope that he's not being flanked. The time will drain, and DRX will move up 9-7 once again.
भगा दिया बे इजू को, भाग यहाँ से.
Mako's just a smoke thief,
No plant,
man. He's
nothing.
just stealing players from the smokes.
Back up, bro.
He just knows. He's just been playing for so long. He just knows. Absolutely incredible. I mean, he almost single-handedly shuts down this round. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. That third one.
Just reads and anticipates players' positions as if he's just studying a chessboard.
Magnus Carlsen.
I was gonna say Mako Carlsen.
Yeah, thank you.
Huh.
He's got the right consonants in place. But this is starting to look a little dicey. I mean, it hurts, but now you're back to Old Faithful here. Short A hits for T1.
Need
Carpe share for Meteor. Reposition. Boombutt considered for a moment. Ooh, elbow's going to be spotted on the swing out. Boombot now going to be set for the floodgates. Opened up as T1 try to push forward and take some space. Paint shells. It's a little bit there at Lamps. Buzz forced out of position with Meteor. Finding one. Freeing going to be taken down over on that B site, tucked into the cubby. And now this is a potential TP angle for T1. DRX, you can see them scratching their heads, wondering what the move is going to be. How they should respond. The plant gets ready to come through. Fragment of the bounce is going to be shallow. Does not hit the wingman. It's just on the outskirts of it. The plant goes in.
Nice.
Flashback around the side here. He's able to get the flank off. Meteor ends up falling.
double flank. Nice.
Opened up a little bit more. Stacks playing forward. Dealt with. As Orbital comes through here on the short. Izu is forced out into the open, but he holds his ground for two. Him and Bane both going to be eliminated. This comes down to Mako and Flashback. The fuse being held, the blast pack sent, but it's a little bit too shallow. Tries to go for a follow-up, pushes him off, but Mako storms forward, finds one. Carpe swings out. The orbital strike going to be sent. Mako desperately holds forward, but Carpe gets the Red Bull clutch.
नहीं भाई, this was not the play I expected. Freak, no.
We're back to one round separating.
This is just outrageous stuff from T1, and it all
पूरा
starts on the
wrap
back
up
of
कर
that
दिया.
Meteor.
एक second.
That's why I'm so focused on Meteor when I think about this map and I think about T1, because if he can wins that, it completely changes the dynamic
head
of the
नहीं
map.
लगता
All
और
of a sudden,
body
DRX
लगता
has
तो?
no defenses at B. They have to spread themselves thin because they have no
1000
idea.
kills.
Is there going to be a rotate? Is there going to be a teleport pivot? And they kind of
1000
almost rebound
frags.
from it. But Carpe comes up absolutely huge once again.
Just monstrous from him.
He has been so good these last couple of days.
For the bounce, something spotted there, gentlemen. Does he go for a repick? No. Little bit of damage going to be suffered as Stacks does get whittled away at down to 70 over here. Playing alone at B.
This is cool. This is a very different look. Like generally wherever Stacks is where
Guys, make
T1
sure to
is.
hit that like and subscribe. Nice shot, Mako.
We'll find the punish, but this time it is Stacks on a lone mission. Flashback jiggling. Hasn't spotted enough until that very last one.
Thought for a second there they were thinking about a TP crunch with Flashback, but able to take control of Showers. Flashback contesting.
Just holding it down here as best as he can, but wary about the pressure from the front over at short. Crazy Vine destroyed. This looks like Steel Garden going to be considered, going to be sent. Buzz, Showstopper as well, ready to go. As he sends it, bouncing forward. Ooh. Gunman has his own. Showstopper not going to be finding too much there. Spatial tries to hold them back. Armageddon laying out that red carpet, but Wingman again, plant comes
भगा
through.
दिया अबे पूरा.
Players from T1 going to be zoned away here for the moment. Carpe still a molly at his disposal. Buzz swinging out of the smoke, able to find one, traded out by Hyunmin. The Mosh buying some time. Tap of the spike still not coming through. Dizzy over the top, quickly cleared, freeing, able to find one. The molly now in play, freeing down to a sliver, but still fighting
पीछे
back.
जगह है.
Izu taken down. It's all on Carpe's shoulders once again. The diffuser's already held a half. Sprays frantically forward. Take.
बोला ना पीछे ये पीछे जगह थी. Carpe the only one who fight. Come on, T-Win. They don't trust each other. They always stop diffusing Lama. Bye, Faker. Kick stacks, lock in Faker.
Some low, but cannot find the clutch this time.
Up for a not an easy retake, but a pretty efficient one. And they're able to capitalize quite nicely. Still maintaining some decent space control, and now T1 really wants showers.
Yeah. Multi-face forward into him. Unable to find the punish though. Flashback does drift away safely.
पता चल गया शेरिफ है.
Meteor poking and prodding around Hookah. Line share players though for DRX still here on this A site. Flashback about to make that first contact. Bane. In behind him. The flash at the ready. Set. The swing. Snappy with it.
He just takes
Flashback,
3.
and he goes down 3.
He just takes 3.
The spike stranded. Shinmako gets the kill, and DRX are 2 rounds away
From winning the pass.
from claiming the trophy.
Just love the call here from Flashback and Bane. Flash.
क्या हुआ?
You need to maintain hookah control. Judge can definitely be one.
No, यहाँ पे मेरा internet plus
Make it a little
minus
bit
plus
easier on
minus हो रहा है, ये
yourself.
चीज कर सकता हूँ.
That was a great turn of the flash from Izu. As good as Bane. It's tough. It's a little bit tough.
10 more seconds. 2 more rounds and it's over.
That deep post plant utility, but DRX is really starting to pick it apart. Finding those big kills early and then snowballing those into victories. Clear space, at least get the plant down. Make this a tricky retake for DRX potentially. Let loose with that knife early.
It's going to be a thrash off the rib.
Yep.
Going Mako's way, but he's immediately backpedaled. Salvos stopping anybody.
Guys, I'm
the way they
really
wanted.
sorry. Last moment.
They got stalled up by the utility outside of Hookah. So they weren't able to scale the way they would have preferred. Instead, it's a change of directions. Back to reliable, but everybody's already rotating over here for DRX, man.
Yeah, tuck back to get a slight little rejoin here from Bane. Null command at the ready. If he finds the timing, could interrupt. Potential thrash coming through as the 0 point gets a catch on the 2 players. Those are 2 critical ones as well found. Freeing the jiggle. This could be deadly.
Oh my God.
He is right here on the edge, and there's the jump out. The concuss is going to be sent plus into the corner. Assassinated is free.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Holds down Gardens.
It's over.
Mako mows down the other 2. Can't see a damn thing. But it doesn't matter.
It's
He's
over.
got the trophy in his sights. DRX up to match point.
And is this finally the time for DRX to finally claim a Pacific trophy? A team that was so darn good pre-partnership era. And now freeing with that Tejo. Breaks things open. Mako seals the deal. 1 more round to
Best
go, and they're
controller
fired
of
up.
Flash
Pacific.
in the face. Who gives
Finally
a damn?
taking out
Mako's
the
third
trophy
eye is
for
open.
himself. Let's go.
It's just like playing through smokes, right? You get flash, it's the same thing.
Pretty much.
Can't see anything anyway.
Gunman now. Jiggling on this corner, the swing out, the spot. Multiple players going to be noted the paint shells to slow them up. The salvos to shove them back even further.
Got to win this battle here for freeing. Can keep Hook under control. God, what an opener for Hyunmin.
Nice Buzz. Dead off the rip again. Izu does well to find one in response. Hyunmin at 4 HP. Does give a decent advantage here to T1 if they can clean up the kill. Rotation now coming through. Flashback getting himself over onto this B site. That pit still available for him, but Mako as well. The orbital that he can call in from a distance. Fragment goes out. As now the clash continues. Flashback finding one. Flashback with a second. And suddenly it's all on Meteor. 11 HP. Finds the first, the 1v1. But he has to know the orbital strike is going to be called in. Cheetah wins it out. The Red Bull clutch from Meteor keeps T1 afloat.
Oh boy. That was on a literal knife's edge there. I mean, Hyunmin finds a great opener on top of Tube. Izu able to respond with a Guardian. Flashback. It's snappy with a couple, but Meteor steady. Steady as she goes. A few more to go, though. 3 more just to force an overtime here. Hyunmin's going to pick up an op. Couple ults, though, in the bag.
Not in condition for this.
No.
The op could certainly catch them off guard as there's the pit invested off the rip. The 0 point as well, getting a spot out onto at least 3 players.
They would love to force this to the other side of the map, right into that op if possible.
And Hyunmin is getting deeper on the angle. If he swings the corner, may just be rewarded with a kill. Stealth drone not spotting. Stacks getting ready to swing. Maybe a little bit closer than he might have anticipated, but he still does manage to hit the shot, and he narrowly escapes.
Both narrowly escaped.
4 HP to 5. The paint shell to save them all for now.
Now you can commit extra resources here. As DRX potentially, but they're going to send Hyunmin over towards A. Going to leave Freeing and Bane on B.
0 point again. Catch. Carpe going to be noted. Freeing eating some damage. Tries to send out the stun here. This Meteor is able to collect 2 kills. What is that? Mako dead on the floor. The Steel Guardian immediately going to be invested. Bane trying to push forward. Gets up alongside the smoke. Puts Meteor down so very low, but cannot confirm the kill.
Launching thorns.
3K thus far here from the superstar, and given the operator, given the health, Hyunmin is not interested in playing this out. T1 looking like they will somehow get themselves a flawless potentially to keep this going.
This is flashes of 2024 Meteor, where he just starts winning rounds for you when you have no business winning them. You know, it has been one of the things that has plagued T1 has been their inability to hold back leads, to keep leads for themselves. Now they're looking to do the same to DRX. Try to send this to 1 more map. Still going to be some work to do. 2 rounds to go just to get to OT, just to get there.
Meteor nearly in position to find a bit more value, but it's going to continue inching over towards short. Flashback here behind the box. Any damage he could deal would be decent given the economy on T1, not the strongest, but they opt to play it quiet. They retain what they can. Mako, money in a little bit of a rough spot, but now just 2 rounds left.
God.
That is just
No map 5, please end it.
2 rounds in a row, Meteor keeping T1 in this map.
ये क्या है?
Welcome, what's your name?
My name's Lily.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tarek.
Lily saw me walking by earlier and she asked for a picture, so I thought she'd be the perfect person to bring on.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I learned a lot about Valorant from watching your streams.
Really?
Yeah, and everything I learned is like through watching, and then I played and I'm like, oh, I suck.
So I didn't teach, I'm a bad teacher.
No, but you didn't teach aim.
So good.
Aim is me.
Do you know about the Rosa?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Of course she knows Rosa, she watches you.
Can I go like this?
Hell yeah.
Lily, be careful. Tarek starts swinging when mad.
Oh my god, what is that? What did Matt? No. Hold up.
Let him cook.
Magzet cook. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. So why does she get to have this chance and not me? I deserve it more than her.
Stay jealous.
Everyone, I want you guys to all spam hearts for Lily. I appreciate her joining me.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was asking my chat to see if
हाँ 6-5 अच्छा वो वहीं से स्टार्ट हो रहा है बार-बार.
I said 14 to 12. Let's see if that can be a reality here. Hyunmin with the op. Once again carried forward. Not going to be ready for it. Buzz. Collects that kill. Double face now out of the short. Flashback going to be taken down. Only a
भाई अब
smattering of damage
DRX
here on the
ओवर
Izu.
कमिट करके ना थ्रो कर रही है,
Now
वो
a 3v5.
एक क्लच भारी पड़ रहा है, सेव कर लो.
Already given the backpedal, I think the call to save has been made. Resolute in that decision. But, my God, what a swift one to make. Op now scooped up here for Buzz. We'll see if that's going to be something he holds on to the whole time or if it's just for this post plant. That won't come to fruition. DRX, they have made up their minds long since.
The money is catastrophic for Yunmin. 0 credits to his name, but we're gonna have a showstopper for Buzz coming into this final round. You have some ults for the side of DRX. You might be able to interrupt that showstopper with Banes. You have the Armageddon, potentially for a retake, or just a stymie, some kind of execute. Players over in Garden. See if they're gonna be able to suss this out.
Nah, bro.
Prayers
Nah.
unanswered for now.
That's just
Swing
so.
onto the corner. Mako loses his gun. Frink Bane will get one apiece. They still lose out a bit. The bye weakened. Obviously lost. Not carried over by the side of T1. Players 1 round away for DRX, either from victory, from lifting a trophy for the first time in Pacific, for the first time in forever in Asia, period. Or for T1 to take this into overtime. Showstopper available here for Buzz. No command, as well as that Armageddon online for DRX. Can they bring it to a conclusion here and now?
Looks like they're just gonna go the classic short A hit. Got all 5 players here. A lot of space having to be given up by DRX because of the showstopper. Don't want to lose a player early to that, if possible. Mako is pretty close, though, in U-Haul.
Bane is not here to try to nullify it.
कोई नहीं
Showstopper
मिला.
goes out, successfully avoided, but Buzz still able to find one. Flashback going to be taken down, but Mako pushes forward, finds the kill here on the meteor. The Armageddon now going to be called in, just interrupting the plan. Shoves them over towards the shower side of the site. Salvo's trying to flush them out. Fragment as well is further delaying. Mako catching a glimpse here.
Mako versus Stacks, absolute cinema. Last round. A round to remember.
Alongside the wall, Mako swings and finds the timing. Does end up falling on the opposite side as Easy finds one, but Hyunmin cleans it up. Buzz fighting tooth and nail. Looks in the corner, but Carpet with covering fire. Bails them out as it's now all on free.
1v1.
Instantaneous with a headshot, but Carpe, can he save
Either
them
it's
once more?
so gaya. Nah, bro, this is no, this is not. This is not done, bro. This is not done. This is not done. I need cinema. I told you.
T1 over to the defender's side, and it is getting loud in here.
The fans getting rowdy, the game getting a bit muddy. That's just the way we like it here at APAC. A full force from Buzz. Glass cannon as they start up on the defending side. No one going to be giving him the time of day quite just yet, though, as Showers widely ignored. Timing from Easy, just sending out that mosh.
This is a lot of space being taken, though, by T1. They've got Hookah completely locked down, but they're shifting back. They're bringing Stacks over to B again.
Stealth drone not going to scout that forward position.
That's going to keep an extra player over onto B.
Meteor and Buzz, 2 of the highest impact players from the region last year. Saddled here at this A site with Buzz.
No.
Such a deep lurk, and Meteor finds the first kill. Mako taking down the wall raised. They can get up over the top of it as they double bounce over the top, and Fring is able to find one. Turns his sights back, but Buzz able to strike before the weapon can be drawn out.
It's a long day for me
Player
as well.
advantage here for the side of T1 as they try to get themselves up to map point. Still some checks and measures, however, needing to be done by T1. The wingman, the scout, close. The fragment sent from Bane. Locking off Heaven for the moment. Swings out, gets the spot on the Stacks. And he gets tagged down so very low. 42 health remaining. Buzz sweeps his legs out from beneath him. Weapon now swapped. Phantom in hand. Flashback noted. Dead. Dealt with as Hyunmin cannot make it happen. 13-12. T1 1 round away from taking us the split.
Just crazy good map control here from T1. The early Hookah aggression, Buzz left unchecked in Showers, able to flank around. That gives them the opportunity to come at you from a bunch of different angles, to spray Bane down through that box, flush him into the waiting arms of Buzz. Phenomenal. Phenomenal round from T1. They were all over the map there. And DRX looked like they were playing a little bit scared. Now back over to their defender's side. DRX gonna try to find another round to send this into OT. T1 wants to take us to split, but see what DRX has to say.
At this point, why the hell not? Only beggars on split. Map 5s, especially in grand finals, always going to be exciting. Snakebite going to be forced out here.
इतना जल्दी?
As T1 happy to get the util. Side just to play it out quietly. Move on to the showers, not going to spot a damn thing. It's a slow creep towards this B side where Meteor just tries to keep some attention drawn on this A side of the map. Now looks to rejoin in with the rest of the squad.
That's huge. I mean, you've kept that extra player over on the A side of the map. You've bought yourself a little bit of extra attention, a little bit of extra space.
Freeing on the push forward.
Oh,
Spotting
no.
one, but Buzz again is able to go ahead, claim his target. Molly to delay. Flashback. Fishing able to find one.
What?
Gets Meteor as he TPs across the map. Makahover going to be taken down. Buzz able to push forward, gets himself in the backside, finds himself a third kill. Flashback continuing to fight. Comes up with another for Buzz. The showstopper built up. Finds a fourth. Now looks for the ace.
Cinema. It's
Flashback on his lonesome.
cinema.
The 1v3 versus 2 of his former teammates. Can he find it? He cannot. Ace beats him. 14 to 12. T1 make it happen. This series, this final is
गाइस इंटरनेट का कुछ तो भी सीन है, मेरे को फिक्स करना पड़ेगा. आई एम लीविंग. तुम लोग एंजॉय करो स्ट्रीम एंड या मज़ा तो आ ही गया होगा. 4 मैप्स पे तो मज़ा आया ही होगा. आई वुड जस्ट से वन थिंग, इंटरनेट बहुत ज़्यादा फ्लक्चुएट कर रहा है. मेरा पीसी भी भाई सीपीयू जो है बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म हो रहा है, तो आई हैड टू लाइक थोड़ा सा बंद करके उसको स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा या कुछ. So I'll be seeing you guys around next time. Till then, bye bye. Take care. See ya. Love you.